on the Rogue Streaming Network. This is Medford Rogues Baseball.
Full swing and a miss, the throw over to second base, and the tag is going to be in time. It's a double play. Strike him out, throw him out. That's hit well. Deep shot, deep right field. That ball is a definite no-doubter.
Rogues Baseball is on the air.
Base running wins games, in my opinion. My philosophy is to create chaos on the base paths.
Rogue Valley, are you ready? Let's send it out to the ballpark. Here is the voice of your Rogues, Bryan Welch. It is a picture-perfect Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. It's game 1 and 2 between the CCL Showcase and the Medford Rogues. Hi everybody, my name is Bryan Welch of the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And welcome to the Awesome Pool Guy On Deck Show. Does your pool or hot tub need repairs? Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Medford 6-1 in this 2026 campaign on a 6-game winning streak going into tonight. Last time out, getting the brooms out and sweeping the Redmond Dudes 7-3 on Sunday afternoon inside the friendly confines of Harry and David Field. And you think about how the offense looked on Sunday afternoon. Medford played it runs in the first, the second, the sixth, and the 8th inning. And how about Anthony Thomas Jr. had a day at the dish, recording a 2-run single and also going deep for the second time in 2026. And the 2 home runs that he's hit so far in 2026 have both come on Sunday afternoon. So I guess he likes hitting on Sunday afternoon. You'll be hearing from Anthony Thomas Jr. a little bit later on as he's our Rogues player spotlight this evening. But more importantly, this pitching staff for the Rogues looking really strong on the hill throughout the whole entire weekend. Everybody, the whole entire pitching staff shutting down the Redmond Dudes one by one. Aiden Bowman got that opportunity. He got the nod on Sunday afternoon, going 3 innings on the hill, striking out 3 and only issuing 2 walks. Tristan Ainsworth, Wyatt Green, Caleb Malloy, and Evan Roden came out of the pen. They only gave up 2 runs in total. Well, more importantly, they gave up 3 runs in that top half of inning number 8. But regardless, the Rogues finding ways to capitalize. That was a different moment in that game, and a crucial one in that 8th inning for the Rogues after giving up a 3 spot in the top of that inning, but actually able to tack on 2 runs to settle the minds and be able to have that momentum and be able to keep that confidence going. It just shows the maturity of this team so far in 2026. It's Medford taking on the CCL Showcase, trying to dive into the opposition. The CCL Showcase led by head coach Ben Kruger. The CCL Showcase, or the Cascade Collegiate League, is the official summer ball league of the NWAC. That is the junior college conference up here in the Pacific Northwest. The CCL Showcase team is 2-1 overall in the 2026 campaign. Their only loss coming up against a very good Yakima Valley Pippin squad out of the West Coast Conference. And the CCL Showcase is like 4 teams in that whole entire league. And it's the best players on this league so far, and they are going to be taking on the Rogues. Game 1 and 2, only 2 meetings between the CCL Showcase and the Rogues so far in 2026. And this is a team that has a lot of NWAC guys on this squad. It's as talked about earlier, the official conference for summer collegiate baseball in the NWAC, and it's going to be interesting to see what they'll bring to the table. And also a lot of wood bats, because actually the NWAC League Conference, the NWAC, is actually a wood bat league in the spring. So talking of head coach Ben Kruger, he was talking about you'll definitely know if you have a good swing or a bad swing if you swing the wood in the spring. So we'll talk about that as the evening goes on. Let's take a look at the starting pitchers tonight between the CCL Showcase and the Rogues. Going for the CCL Showcase is Landon Taylor. Works with a 3-pitch mix, a fastball, slider, and that changeup. And going for the Rogues, Evan Roden. Evan Roden, we talked about him, had an appearance on Sunday. Evan Roden going to be facing a very good lineup. One game so far, only 1 inning on the hill, and has not recorded a ERA. And more importantly, as a team ERA for this Rogues is under 2, 1.83. So good stuff by the pitching staff in 2026. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. 3 other games going on tonight in the Pacific Empire League. Stockton taking on the West Coast Kings at 11:30 a.m. That score has not been inputted yet. Healdsburg takes on the Concord Zephyrs at Recreation Park in Healdsburg. And the Fresno A's, who dropped a bad one last night, the Crabs dominating a 7-0 victory at the Arcata Ballpark. The A's will try to even up the series. The A's see the Rogues this weekend for a 3-game set starting on Friday night. And that's the scoreboard brought to you, Out-of-Town Scoreboard, brought to you by Holt Homes, built for the Pacific Northwest. Once again, welcome to the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. I was able to sit down with our Rogues player spotlight, Anthony Thomas Jr., plus we go one-on-one with head coach Kevin Olmstead. Those two conversations are coming up right after the break. It's the CCL Showcase and the Medford Rogues. Game 1 and 2 coming up right after this. Keep it locked in here on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Right field, going back as Costello looks up, it's gone! Going back to the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show, it's time to get rowdy. This is our Rogues player spotlight, and we get to hear from Anthony Thomas Jr. Anthony, 2 home runs so far in 2026. How you been?
I'm doing great, Brian. Thanks for having me.
Take me through that at-bat. What was your thought process there?
So last Sunday, that at-bat got started out with 2 curveballs, and was just being aggressive, taking hacks, and swung and missed at the first 2, but then got an inside fastball and just kind of turned on it with 2 strikes.
And you have 2 home runs on the 2 Sundays the Rogues have played so far in 2026, so I guess you like hitting the ball well on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just they both happen to be on Sundays. Feels good playing some day games out here. Not as cold as the night games, so yeah, I've just been really comfortable on Sundays.
Do you prefer playing night games or day games?
I like both, to be honest. I like how it's not as cold during the day games, but we also get a lot more fans at the night games, so I like the atmosphere of the night games more. So.
And this is your first year in the Rogue Valley. You grew up in Fallbrook, California, which is near San Diego. Can you describe what it was like growing up in Fallbrook?
Yeah, Fallbrook's it's a small town, North County, San Diego. Actually, both my parents grew up there as well. They met in high school, and that's where we've lived our whole life. And yeah, it's just a small town, kind of get to know everybody. I had a good group of friends that played baseball with my whole life, and we played together in high school and actually won a CIF championship back in 2023.
A lot of memories down in Fallbrook, but I guess you're a Padres fan?
Yes, sir. Padres fan my whole life.
So why be a Padres fan, not because of the location?
I just think they're a really exciting team. I've been a fan my whole life, so we've gone through some dark days as Padre fans, but I think especially within the last 4 or 5 years, they've been really exciting to watch. So.
And this is your first year in the Rogue Valley, and you get a chance to be able to be up in the Pacific Northwest this summer. What have you liked about being up in the Rogue Valley?
Oh, this place is beautiful. I've been lucky enough that my host family lives right on the Rogue River, so we've gotten to do some fishing out in the backyard. We've a lot of great opportunities around here to play some golf. So played a lot of golf, a lot of fishing. It's just been a really beautiful area.
So how would you rate yourself as a golfer?
I'm pretty solid at golf. I'd say like a 5 or 6. I don't know. Don't get to play a lot during the spring baseball season, but it's been nice to get out there on the off days this summer.
And you were playing baseball at Grossmont College in the San Diego area. Now, you made that announcement a couple of weeks ago that you'll be going to Cal State Dominguez Hills. Describe what it was like going to Grossmont College.
I would say just like most JUCOs, it's a grind. You gotta kind of earn your spot. I didn't know anybody there going into it, and I just knew that there was going to be an opportunity for me to catch and also play some first base and just kind of get into the lineup any way I can. It was definitely a grind, and I'm super grateful for my 2 years there. I think it helped me improve a lot as a baseball player.
And you are here in the Rogue Valley. How did you even become a Medford Rogue?
Yeah, so after we had a fall scrimmage game at Grossmont, and it was at UC San Diego, and I actually hit a big home run that game and posted it on Twitter, and that's where Coach Kevin saw it, and he hit me up after that and said that we have a great opportunity out here for me to catch. And I'd heard a little bit about the Rogues and about Medford in the area, and that it's super nice, and I was like, yeah, that sounds like a great spot for this summer.
And what about the league that entices you about? What makes the Pacific Empire League a unique league in your eyes?
Yeah, it's I know it's a lot of great competition, like especially when we get into conference play. Like it's going to be a lot of Power 5 guys, Power 4 guys now, and I'm just excited to kind of show everybody what I can do against them. I think it's gonna be a challenge for sure, but it's also going to help me improve as a baseball player.
And speaking of improving, what do you want to improve on this summer?
I want to improve mainly defensively, like just working on all my skills behind the plate. I played a lot of first base this spring, didn't get a bunch of opportunities to catch, but I'm going to have those opportunities out here, and catcher is my primary position, and that's what I'm going to be playing at the next level. And so I'm just excited to get back there, work on my craft back there, build a relationship with all these pitchers. We've had some great pitchers so far, some great appearances out of them, and I'm just excited to keep building on that.
All right, Anthony, what's the one thing you're getting in a gas station before a game?
One thing I'd get at a gas station before a game is probably a protein bar and a lemon lime Gatorade.
Interesting choices. You want to give a shout out to anybody?
Yeah, I'll shout out my family, my mom and dad, my brother Evan, my sister Taylor, my grandparents. They love to watch all the games, and so yeah, give a big shout out to them. Love you guys.
Well, that's good to hear, my friend. Anthony, thank you so much for hopping on. Have a great game tonight, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it.
That is our Rogues Player Spotlight, Anthony Thomas Jr. When we come right back after this, we go one-on-one with head coach Kevin Olmstead. Game 1 and 2 between the CCL Showcase and the Medford Rogues coming up right after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball. We're getting closer to first pitch between the CCL Showcase and the Medford Rogues. It's time to go one-on-one with the coach, Kevin Olmstead. Coach, how are you? Happy game day.
Oh, Brian, it's good to be back. Happy game day. We were off way too long, so I'm happy to be back on the field.
So what are your thoughts about having 2 days off?
Honestly, I love it. I know it's too many days away from the field, but it gives the guys really good, proper rest. It gives everyone just that mental clarity to just flush everything, reset everything, and it allows them to honestly be kids and live out their summer as well. A group of guys went fishing this weekend. A lot of guys went golfing this weekend. So that was super exciting to hear that the guys on the team are gelling and bonding together, doing activities other than baseball.
It was a great weekend at the Yard of a 3-game sweep against the Redmond Dudes. It was great pitching performances. The offense had its moments throughout the whole entire weekend. It's always tough to get a sweep, and you guys got the sweep on Sunday.
Yeah, super pleased with the pitching staff again. That's back-to-back weeks. We did our job, and so we'll see what happens this week. But defense, for the most part, made all the routine plays. There was a couple hiccups here and there, but, we minimized damage very well, and we just found ways to win and get leads and keep those leads, which is just so refreshing to be a part of.
And on Sunday, Anthony Thomas Jr. going yard for the second time in 2026. I guess he likes hitting home runs on Sundays. How important was that home run for you guys to break the ice on that tie?
Yeah, absolutely. Thomas has a big bat, man. He swings the bat hard, and me and him are working on some things in the cage. But it's exciting to watch him play. He's a good player. He's not going to Cal State Dominguez Hills for no reason. He's going to be there and be, in my eyes, going to be an impact bat. And so it's just fun to watch him grow throughout the summer already.
And we were talking about this before we hit the record button about when the Redmond Dudes tacked on 2 runs in the top half of inning number 8, made it kind of an interesting game, and your squad able to answer back with 2 runs of themselves in the home half of inning number 8 shows the maturity that this team has early part of 2026. What did you like about how the team handled that adversity in that 8th inning?
Oh, God, you got to love that, right? We're up 3 in a tight ball game. You know, they cut the lead down to 1. And our offense didn't flinch. We scored, the 2 to 3 runs that inning, and that was so nice and welcoming to see, just because last year we didn't really have a ton of that. We would do that when we were behind in games, but we never really did that when we had leads. And so for them to be mature enough to really crack down and score some runs late in those games to get insurance runs, that makes an entire season right there. If we're able to do that consistently throughout the year, we're going to be putting ourselves in a really good spot.
You play 5 games this week, and now it's officially week 3 of the season. So everyone's getting their routines all figured out. What do you like about how this team is gelling so far in the early part of 2026?
I just love that they're just good kids. You know, every single person on this team, I don't have any issues with. These guys want to be here for early outs. They all want to do early outs, whether it's hitting, infielding, base running, etc. We had optional hitting yesterday, and there was about 15 guys that showed up, including some pitchers. And so these guys really want to get better this summer. There's no guys that, here, just give me my at-bats and I'm going to go home. It's no, these guys want to work together, and that's super refreshing. Again, like I said, it's just so exciting to see.
And, Coach, you see a CCL squad, the CCL Showcase squad, a team that you saw last year. That Ben Kruger always brings a good group of guys down to the Rogue Valley. What do you expect from the CCL Showcase?
They're going to be tough. This team has something to prove. These players have something to prove. A kid emailed me from this team that wants to play for the Rogues, so he's going to give it his all. These players are good players. They're college baseball players, and so we just have to continue to do our part, and we just have to gel, continue to build momentum for league, and take care of business this weekend.
Evan Rona gets the start today. What do you expect from him?
Yeah, Evan's going to be on a short leash tonight. He's going to go 2 to 3 innings tops, but just dominating the strike zone. He competes super well. I won't have any issues of him ever not competing. And so for him, it's just enjoying the moment, enjoying the start, and just going out and doing his thing.
Coach, I always ask you this question. Keys to victory, new week, new same goal?
Yeah, I think, they're going to be throwing a lot of pitchers tonight. And so if we capitalize early offensively, if we, hit the ball super well and consistent, not necessarily getting hits, but become a hard out, that's going to give us a good opportunity to score runs, and it's going to give us a good opportunity to see more pitchers down the back end.
Coach, always a pleasure. Good luck out there. We'll see you tomorrow.
Go Rogues, baby.
That's head coach Kevin Olmstead joining us on the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. And we come right back after this. Lineups and first pitch. Game 1 of 2 between the CCO Showcase and the Medford Rogues coming up right after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. It is a picture-perfect Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Game 1 of 2 between the CCO Showcase and the Medford Rogues. Hi, everybody. My name is Bryan Welch, the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And we're getting you ready for first pitch between the CCO Showcase and the Rogues. Give you that starting lineup for the CCO Showcase, led by head coach Ben Kruger. Batting lead off is the shortstop, Will Feltus. In the 2 spot is the center fielder, Ty Rapsuson. The 3-0 hitter is the left fielder, Caden Castro. The cleanup hitter is the right fielder, Jonathan Rominger. And the 5 spot is the catcher, Aiden Burchard. The DH man, Tate Stearns, is the 6 hitter. The third baseman is Bobby Trigg. He is in the 7 hole. And the first baseman, Diego Dixon, is the 8 hitter. And rounding that starting lineup out for the CCO Showcase is Nash McLean. He's going to be playing at second base. So it's Feltus, Rasmussen, Castro, Rominger, Burchard, Stearns, Trigg, Dixon, and McLean. 2-1 on this 2026 campaign, led by head coach Ben Kruger. And this is the CCL Showcase, the Cascade Collegiate League. It's the all-star squad from the 4-team league in the conference, in their summer collegiate league, official summer ball league of the NWAC, the junior college league up here in the Pacific Northwest. And actually, this is a league that has been a kind of that build-up league for everybody in the West Coast League. And actually, 61 players from this league have actually been called up for West Coast League assignments during the summer. And actually, we'll talk about that connection throughout the whole entire evening. And getting those warm-up tosses in right now is Evan Roden. It works with a 3-pitch mix, fastball, slider, and the changeup. Let's give you the dimensions of the ballpark at Harry and David Field. 325 down the line in left field, 325 down the line in right field, 400 straight away center. And Evan Roden getting his warm-up tosses in right now. We talked about him in the the Awesome Pool Guy on deck show. 1 game so far in 2026, no starts until tonight. 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, no errors. Does have 1 strikeout to his credit. And he gets ready to face Will Feltus on this beautiful Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Will Feltus and the CCL Showcase donning the green jerseys with the gray pants with a green racing stripe down the side. Medford going with the black jerseys and the white pants for this Wednesday evening showdown. Game 1 of 2 between the CCL Showcase and the Medford Rogues about to commence. First pitch from Evan Roden. First pitch swinging. Hits down the air. Center field drifting back is Evan Saito. And Evan Saito makes the one-hand grab for out number 1. We're underway at 6:36 p.m. in the Rogue Valley. Glacier blue skies. Just a beautiful evening for baseball. 1 pitch, 1 out to get this one underway. 1 out and the base is empty. Here's the center fielder for the CCL Showcase, Ty Rasmussen. Let's give you that defense that is backing up Evan Roden after this first pitch. First offering home from Evan Roden. First pitch fastball misses inside, ball 1. Around the horn from third to first for the Rogues is Donovan, Kotze, Finney, and Custer. And the outfield from left to right is Sabache, Saito, and Grabiel. Chadwick is catching tonight for the first time for the Rogues. Off the end of the bat, 1-0 pitch, and that is going to be a lollipop throw to first base. 1-3 on the ground out, so 2 up and 2 down in the row to first. Base is empty, 2 outs. Here's the CCL Showcase's left fielder, Caden Castro, scoreless between Medford and the CCL Showcase. And talking with pitching coach Nick Berger during batting practice, he was really happy that this pitching staff as applying that strike 1 principle. You got to throw strike 1. 2 up and 2 down already. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Rogues. First pitch fastball lasers in on the outside corner. Strike 1. Caden Castro at the dish for the CCL Showcase out of Yakima Valley College, the Richland, Washington native. Strike 1 pitch. Fastball hits it to the right side, escapes in the right field. Base hit for Caden Castro, and a hard, sharply hit ground ball gets aboard with a 2-out single to extend the inning.
Now batting the right fielder, number 18, Jonathan Rominger.
1 on, 2 outs. We are in the row to first. Here's a cleanup hitter, Jonathan Rominger. Scoreless between the CCL Showcase and Medford. Medium-sized lead for the first base runner of the evening, Castro. Larson Custer holding the runner at first base. First pitch, up and out. Ball 1. Rominger out of Central Washington, the Ellensburg, Washington native. A .250 hitter in the spring for Central Washington. Had 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0, hits it in the air, left field, charging into Strabasteri on the run, makes the one-hand grab for route number 3, and the side comes to a close. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. 2-out base runner Caden Castro left on at first base. We head to the home first right after this. CCO Showcase nothing. Medford coming up on a beautiful Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our Hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier life plan community.
Home half of inning number 1 from Harry and David Field. It's first time the Rogues go to the dish on this Wednesday evening. Let's get that starting lineup for the Rogues, led by head coach Kevin Olmstead. Medford 6-1 on this 2026 campaign. Batting lead off is the second baseman Travis Finney. The 2 spot is center fielder Evan Saito. The 3 hitter is the first baseman Larson Custer. The cleanup hitter is Chris Ortiz. And the 5 spot is the left fielder Max Javasteri. And the 6 hole is the shortstop Trey Kotze making his debut in a Medford Rogues uniform. And the 7 spot is the catcher Evan Chadwick. The third baseman Nolan Donovan's batting 8th. And the right fielder Diego Grabiel is in the 9th spot. So it's Finney, Saito, Custer, Ortiz, Sabasteri, Kotze, Chadwick, Donovan, and Grabiel. Starting pitcher for the CCL Showcase is Landon Taylor, getting his start in the Rogue Valley. Landon Taylor from Yakima Valley College, from Battelle, Washington. The southpaw faces Travis Finney for the first time this evening. Travis Finney, a returner from the Rogue Valley, guy who played for the Rogues last season. Played for Yakima Valley College. First pitch registers for a strike on that upper third. No balls and 1 strike. Finney played his college ball this spring with the Jackrabbits at South Dakota State. Won a conference crown in the Summit League. Got to be a part of a NCAA regional in Lincoln. Strike 1 pitch. Slider misses downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Taylor works with a 3-pitch mix, a fastball, slider, and a changeup. 1 ball and 1 strike to Travis Finney. But good seeing Travis during batting practice. Young man from down under, the Australian settles in. The Aussie waits for the 1-1 from Landon Taylor. 1-1, chopper to the third base side, takes an all-hoppers trig, and that is going to go foul, says the third base umpire Dan Conklin. Give you the umpires for tonight's contest. Calling the balls and strikes is Alex Chavez. At first base is Andrew Herbold, and at third base is Dan Conklin. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Travis Finney goes underway in the home first. Excuse me, it's the righty on the hill. Landon Taylor waits, and the 1-2 home. 1-2, called strike 3 on the upper third. Finney down on strikes. First strikeout for Landon Taylor this evening. 1 out, the base is empty. Here's Evan Saito. Let's give you that defense. Backing up the starter of Landon Taylor for the CCO Showcase. Around the horn from third to first, it's Trigg, Feltus, McLean, and Dixon. In the outfield from left to right, it's Castro, Rasmussen, and Rominger. Burchard is catching tonight for the CCL Showcase. Scoreless between the CCL Showcase and the Rogues. Here's the Rogue center fielder Evan Saito for his first at-bat of the evening. First pitch from the tall righty. First pitch fastball misses inside. Ball 1. Saito this season a .236 hitter. Has not gone yard yet. Patrolling the outfield on this Wednesday evening. Wind is blowing into the ballpark. 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses down and in. 2 balls, no strikes. And what I mean by blowing it is the flag is blowing straight in on this Wednesday evening. Probably 10 to 15 miles per hour. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0, ground ball, left field, base hit. Evan Saito aboard with a 1-out single. 1 on and 1 out in the home first. Here's the first baseman, Larson Custer. Scoreless between the CCO Showcase and the Medford Rogues. Game 1 and 2 between these 2 programs. And actually the only 2 meetings in 2026. CCO Showcase and the Rogues saw a lot of each other last season. Medium-sized lead for Saito at first base. Dixon, the first baseman, holding the runner. First pitch bounces away from the catcher, Burchard, and Evan Saito advances to second base. Might dig for 3, but puts on the brakes there. Good heads-up base running by the outfielder for the Rogues. And that eliminates the opportunity to turn 2. That's a good heads-up play right there by Evan Saito. And you talk about this team being able to adjust to the Kevin Olmsted way of stealing bases and also being aware at first base and trying to steal a bag. This is, if you can do this in the early going, what can you do in the month of July? Medium-sized lead for Saito. He's going to go. The 1-0 pitch misses downstairs, and Burchard's going to freeze. And Saito steals second base, and he steals third. And the Rogues are in business, only 90 feet away from scoring. And how about Evan Saito having a good Wednesday evening? 2 balls and no strikes to the lefty Larson Custer, the Rogues' first baseman. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0, fastball misses outside to ball 3. Larson Custer, great conversation with him. He was talking about he's missing trivia night back home in Kansas. You heard me right, trivia night. As Larson said it, he and his team, 3-0 pitch. Fastball finds the inside corner, strike 1. Larson was talking about trivia night. Talking about shout out the twist face and hammer. His go-to order when doing trivia night is a Philly cheesesteak. Think about that. 3 balls and a strike to Larson. 3-1 line drive off the glove of the second baseman McLean, and Larson Custer drives in Evan Saito. RBI single, and the Rogues strike first. 1-0 Medford. And a big hit off the bat of Larson Custer gets the first run across on this evening.
University, number 48, Chris Ortiz.
So it's a 1-0 lead for the Rogues on the home first. Chris Ortiz, the DH man for the Rogues, settles in for his first trip. 1 on, 1 out. Medford 1 at CCL Showcase, nothing. And that was a big hit. And that was a hard hit ball off the glove of the second baseman McLean. But regardless, if you're Medford, you like the offensive output so far this evening. First pitch slider misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Chris Ortiz at the dish in 2026. Ortiz, a .389 hitter. Swinging a new bat this evening, a bright red bat. Had 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0, fouls it off to the screen. Strike 1. Ortiz, the righty, trying to provide a little bit more offense. 1 run on 2 hits on this evening. 1-1 pitch. Slider misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Max Aubasteri waits on deck for the Rogues in his Medford Rogues debut. A lot of new faces in this lineup. A lot of players showing up at this time of the summer. Stars and Stripes blowing softly into the ballpark. 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses low. 3 balls, 1 strike. Landon Taylor trying to get that second and third out. Middle infield for the CCL, definitely thinking of turning 2. 3 balls and a strike, 3-1, elevated. Ball 4, Chris Ortiz takes first. 1 out, base runner on, puts 2 on and 1 out in the home first.
Now batting the left fielder from Missouri Baptist University, number 44, Matt Shabastari.
2 on, 1 out. We are in the home first. Medford 1, CCL Showcase nothing. Here's Max Shabastari, the left fielder for the Rogues. First half bat in Medford Rogues uniform this evening. RBI opportunity for him. Larson Custer at second base. Chris Ortiz at first. Perfect evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley. Our good friend Dave May listening back in the Valley of the Sun in Arizona. Just a postcard evening in Medford. First offering home. Fastball clips the upper third. Strike 1. Shabastari at the dish. An outfielder from Missouri Baptist University, the San Diego native. I know his family's listening back home in the Golden State of California. Strike one pitch from Taylor comes home. Slider finds the inside corner. Quickly in the hole, 0-2 is Shabasteri. Custer at second base. Ortiz at first. CCL Showcase can still turn 2 to get out of the inning. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. 0-2, fastball misses down. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rogues getting their first run across this evening on an RBI single from Larson Custer, driving in Evan Saito. So it was Finney who struck out, Saito who singled and scored. Larson Custer with an RBI single. Ortiz drew a walk. 5th batter to face Landon Taylor so far in this inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Runners goes, swing and a miss, and a strikeout for Shabasteri. So he heads back to the dugout, but a double steal puts runners in scoring position at second and third. So 2 strikeouts so far for Landon Taylor on this Wednesday evening. 2 on, 2 outs. We are in the bottom of 1. Medford 1, CCL Showcase nothing. And another guy making his MedfordRogues debut, Trey Kotze, the San Diego native. Young man from Cathedral Catholic, powerhouse in the San Diego area. First pitch slider, swing and a miss, strike 1. Trey going to be going to pursue his athletic and academic studies at Princeton. Strike 1 pitch. Fastball misses down, 1 ball, 1 strike. Great conversation of Trey during batting practice. I said, what are you going to study at Princeton? He said, I want to study economics. That's what he's going to try to plan to do come the fall. 1-1 home. 1-1, hits it in the air, sky high in the right center field. Rominger, the right fielder, going to try to make the grab. Does make the one-hand grab for the 3rd and final out of the inning. And the inning comes to a close. 1 run comes across on 1-2 hits. No errors, and 2 left. Larson Custer left on at third base. Chris Ortiz left on at second base. We played 1 in the Rogue Valley. Medford 1, CCO Showcase nothing. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Medford 1, CCO Showcase nothing. Top half of inning number 2 from Harry and David Field. Evan Roden faces 5, 6, and 7 in the CCO order. Aiden Burchard followed by Tate Stearns and Bobby Trigg in the CCO Showcase order. First pitch fastball misses up. Ball 1. Catcher for the CCO Showcase, Aiden Burchard, of his first time by this evening. It's a pitcher-perfect evening in the Rogue Valley. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to the left side, slow roller toward third. Donovan gloves it, the throw to first base in time for out number 1. 5-3 on the ground out for the first out of the inning. 1 down, base is empty. Here's the 6-hitter, DH man for the CCO Showcase, Tate Stearns. Medford 1, CCO Showcase nothing. Perfect evening. You think about it, we're going to have a lot of evenings like this in the next coming weeks. Think about this, we were talking about this at the cages this afternoon. that this might be the best time we'll have the weather throughout the whole entire season. First pitch, knuckles in the air, right field for Stearns. Going to his left is Grabiel, and he makes the grab for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down in the road second. Here's the CCL Showcase's third baseman, Bobby Trigg. It's a 1-0 lead for the Rogues. Evan Rhoda making quite quick work of the CCL Showcase team so far this evening. Only giving up 1 single so far. Bases empty, 2 outs. Here's Bobby Trigg for the CCL Showcase. First offering. Curveball misses upstairs. Ball 1. Excuse me, that was a changeup there. 3-pitch mix Evans working with. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. 1-0 off the end of the bat. Slow roller towards second. Travis Finney gloves it to throw to first base in time for out number 3. 4-3 on the ground out to close the book on the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. 1-2-3 inning for Evan Roden. We enter the home second right after this. Evan Chadwick, Nolan Donovan, and Diego Grabiel due up for the Rogues. A beautiful evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley. Medford 1, CCL Showcase nothing. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Bryan Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogues CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogues CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogues CN Medford Airport at roguescn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's a 1-0 lead for the Rogues in the home half of inning number 2. Evan Chadwick leads off the inning, followed by Nolan Donovan and Diego Grabiel on this Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Landon Taylor begins his second inning on the bump. 2 strikeouts for him so far. The big righty delivers the first pitch. Fastball clips the outside corner, strike 1. Evan Chadwick making his Medford Rogues debut. Chadwick in the transfer portal, originally from Orange County, Oregon. Strike 1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Chadwick 5'10", 185 pounds. The righty provides a little bit of offense. 1 run on 2 hits so far this evening for the Rogues, coming in that home half of inning number 1 from that RBI single from Marcin Custer. 0-2 pitch off the end of the bat to the third base side. Third baseman Trigg throws it over to first in time for out number 1. 1 down in the home second, 5-3 on the ground out. Bases empty, 1 out. Here's the third baseman, Nolan Donovan for the Rogues. It's a 1-0 lead for the Rogues against the CCL Showcase. Game 1 of 2 between these 2 programs this season. 2 games this week. Then the Rogues see the Fresno A's for a 3-game set starting on Friday evening. Also, don't forget, that is the second fireworks show of the season, so don't forget to get your tickets at MedfordRoguesBaseball.simpletix.com. First pitch to Nolan Donovan, misses down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Donovan this season has not recorded an batting average yet. 1-0 pitch, fouls it off. Left side hits it into the dugout. Everyone has to watch out over there on that third base side. Strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit more on this Wednesday evening. Infield playing deep around the horn for the CCO Showcase. Outfield playing deep and straight away. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1, misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. We talked about in the top of this inning about how perfect the weather is. When Fresno rolls into town, it'll be in the high 90s. 2-1, hits it in the air, left center field, drops in front of the left fielder Castro, and Nolan Donovan's aboard of a one-out single. How about that hit there by Nolan Donovan? 1 on, 1 out in the home second. Here's the Rogues right fielder, Diego Grabiel. That's a 1-0 lead for the Rogues against the CCL Showcase. Base runner on. And back-to-back innings, the Rogues have had a base runner on, trying to capitalize once more. Game 1 of this 2-game set against the CCL Showcase. Diego Grabiel from Santa Cruz, California, waits for the first pitch. Landon Taylor fires away. First pitch, line drive, left field on the run, and Castro, the left fielder, makes the grab for out number 2. 2 down in the home second. Grabiel flies out the left field. We head back to the top of the order with the Rogue second baseman, Travis Finney, a returner from last year from the Rogue Valley. Travis Finney from down under in Australia settles in for his second trip. 0 for 1 so far. It's a 1-0 lead for Medford in game 1 of this 2-game set. And the righty Travis Finney settles in to battle Landon Taylor once more. The former Yak from Yakima Valley College. Throw over to first base, chases back. Nolan Donovan gets back to the bag standing up. Last season, Travis was a .358 hitter for the Rogues in that 2025 campaign. Was the table setter in the month of July, in the middle of Pacific Empire League action. 1-0, cues it, right field, and it almost hits Nolan Donovan. But how about that cueing single into right center? Puts runners at first and second, so Travis Finney gets aboard of a 2-out single. Almost took out Nolan Donovan. So 2 on, 2 outs. We are in the home second, 1-0 Medford. Here's the center fielder for the Rogues, Evan Saito. And right now the Rogues cooking something up offensively. Evan Saito, 1 for 1 so far tonight. Chadwick grounded out to the third baseman, Trigg. Nolan Donovan single. Diego Grabiel flew out to left field. Travis Finney singles. So puts runners at first and second. And the Rogues going to try to see how aggressive the Rogues get right now with 2 outs. First offering from Landon Taylor. First pitch, and he's hit by the pitch as Evan Saito. So Saito takes his base of honor, and he loads the bases. So Donovan to third, Finney to second, Saito to first. So the Rogues cover all the bags in the home second, and the water's starting to boil up on the starter, Landon Taylor, in game 1 of the series. So bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's the first baseman for the Rogues, Larson Custer. Rogues right now trying to capitalize. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Larson Custer had a hard, sharp hit ground ball to right field in his first at-bat. First pitch, swing and a miss on the slider, strike 1. We're talking about him missing trivia night. He was saying, I miss my guys at trivia night. I'm like, huh? Trivia night. So he and his buddies back in Kansas, strike 1 pitch. Fastball dots the outside corner quickly in the hole 0-2 as Custer. And Larson was talking about, yeah, we always finish second to all the teachers. The teachers always win trivia night at the bar. In the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Donovan at third, Travis Finney at second base, Saito at first base. And the pitch, 0-2, called strike 3 on the inside corner. And Custer down on strikes, and the inning comes to a close. Third strikeout for Landon Taylor this evening. And the Rogues leave the bases loaded. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. And the Rogues leave them loaded. We played 2 in the Rogue Valley, 1-0 Medford. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. a full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Medford 1, CCL Showcase nothing. Top half winning number 3 from Harry and David Field. Bryan Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Evan Roden begins his 3rd inning on the bump. Faces 8-9-1 in the CCL order. Diego Dixon leads off the inning, followed by Nash McLean and Will Feltus. First pitch finds the inside corner, strike 1. CCL Showcase's first baseman Dixon leads off the inning. 1-2-3 went the CCL Showcase in the top of the second. Strike 1 pitch, comebacker right to Evan Roden, throws it over to first base, and a good pirouetting play there by Larson Custer to keep his foot on the bag, and Dixon is down on the ground out. 1-3 on the ground out, 1 down in the top of 3. Here is the 9-hitter, the second baseman for the CCL Showcase, Nash McLean. Medford 1, CCL Showcase nothing on this Wednesday evening. We're talking about in the half inning with Larson Custer going to trivia night. I'm not bashing it. It's very unique. First pitch, fouls it off, left side, out of play, strike 1. The thing is, I've never gone to trivia night. The thing is, I think if there was sports trivia night, I'd be there. But regular trivia night, I could hold my own. No balls and a strike to the lefty. Fastball misses up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nash McLean at the disc, Chandler Gilbert Community College. The Coyote from Rockford, Washington, played at Freeman High. Waits for the 1-1 from Evan Roden. And the 1-1 home. Misses outside at 2 balls, 1 strike. The thing is, when I was in college at Fresno State, I never really went to many trivia nights because a lot of those nights was when I was on the air broadcasting high school sports in the Fresno area. 2-1 from Roden. Scores for a bunt, pulls it back is McLean. Misses outside, ball 3. Will Feltus waits on deck for the CCL Showcase. Infield playing deep around the horn. Third baseman Donovan playing off the bag for the Rogues. 3-1. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike 2. And the count fills. Roden, the Central Point native, will be in Central Point on Monday for a live episode of Point Talk, live from Ferment and Fire. Payoff pitch, 3-2, misses outside, ball 4. McLean takes first, 1 out base runner on for the CCL Showcase, and the first walk issued by Evan tonight, and the second base runner on for the CCL Showcase this evening.
Number 0, Will Feltus.
1 on and 1 out. Here's the CCL Showcase's shortstop, Will Feltus. Medford 1, CCL Showcase nothing. Feltus today 0 for 1 so far. Medium-sized lead for McLean at first base. First pitch, slider finds the outer third, strike 1. Feltus today 0 for 1 so far. Outfield playing deep. Evan Saito, the center fielder, playing a couple of paces into right field, right center. No balls, 1 strike. Quick throw to first base. McLean gets back to the bag, safely standing up. No balls and 1 strike. So Ferment and Fire on Monday night, Monday afternoon at 4:30 p.m. We'll be there till 5:30. Get a chance to ask questions to some Rogues players. Strike 1 pitch. Finds the upper third. Quickly in the hole, 0-2 is Will Feltus. Feltus flew out to center field to Evan Saito to begin the game back in the first. No balls, 2 strikes, runner goes, misses downstairs, and Chadwick can't make the play in the throw over to first base, or second base rather. So McLean still second base, eliminates the opportunity to turn 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. And this is a big at-bat right now for Evan Roden. You heard from head coach Kevin Olmstead talking about they're going to have a tight leash on Evan tonight. This might be his final inning, facing a little bit of adversity. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, called strike 3 on the outside corner. Nasty pitch by Evan Roden, and a crucial second out recorded. How about that pitch for Evan Roden, his first strikeout of the evening, and records the second out of the inning. 1 on and 2 outs. Here's the CCL Showcase's center fielder, Ty Rasmussen, 0 for 1 so far this evening. Medford 1, CCL Showcase nothing. Game 1 of this 2-game set to begin the third week of the regular season. First pitch slider, clips the upper third. No balls, 1 strike. Rasmussen this afternoon and evening, 0 for 1 so far. Wind is blowing strongly. You can hear it definitely on the crowd mic this evening. Strike 1 pitch. Slider finds the inside corner. Quickly in the hole, 0-2 as Ty Rasmussen. Think about in the middle of that pitch, McLean was halfway to third base. Medium-sized lead. Infield starting to shade a little bit to the left. Kotze near the lip in left center. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 0-2, ground ball to left side. Good stab by Kotze at short. The throw to first base in time for out number 3. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. And it's a 1 out. The base runner, McLean, left on at second base. We head to the home third right after this. Chris Ortiz, Max Chabasteri, and Trey Kotze due up for the Rogues on this Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Medford 1, CCL Showcase nothing. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
Home half inning number 3 from Harry and David Field. Medford 1, CCL Showcase nothing. New pitcher on the hill for the CCL Showcase. Second arm used this evening. It is Graham Warner McGee in relief for the starter, Landon Taylor. And this pitching change is brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Final line score for Taylor, 2 innings on the hill, 4 hits, 1 run. Did strike out 3 and drew 1 walk. And he faces the middle of the order for the Rogues, Chris Ortiz, followed by Max Chabasteri and Trey Kotze. Beautiful evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley. Game 1 of this 2-game set. Game 1 of 5 games the Rogues will play this week. 2 against CCL Showcase, a 3-game set against the Fresno A's. The Fresno A's playing the last game of a 2-game set against the Humboldt Crabs down the road at the Arcata Ballpark. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in a matter of moments. Here's the DH man for the Rogues, Chris Ortiz, for his second at-bat of the evening. First pitch from the tall righty, Warner McGee. Fires the curveball home, misses upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Chris Ortiz, the righty, got on base in his first at-bat of the evening. Steps out of the box. And now the home plate umpire, Alex Chavez, barking an order to the third base dugout, telling one player, I think it was Jonathan Walsh, to get back in the dugout. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch from Warner McGee. 1-0, fastball hits it in the air, sky high in the left field, circling to his left is Castro, but the center fielder Rasmussen makes the grab for out number 1. Ortiz flies out for the first out of the inning. Bases empty, 1 out. Here's the left fielder Max Chabasteri for the Rogues. It's a 1-0 lead for Medford on this Wednesday evening. Chabasteri 0 for 1 so far. Faces Graham Warner McGee for the first time this evening. Infield playing deep around the horn for the CCL Showcase. First pitch fastball finds the inside, third, strike one. Generous call by home plate umpire Alex Chavez. Medford only plating 1 run in that home half of the first. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0, misses up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shabasteri 0 for 1 so far. 2-0 pitch, fastball misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strikes, says the home plate umpire Alex Chavez. Shabasteri struck out in the first. 2-1 pitch, fastball finds the inside third, and the count goes square. Shabasteri making his MedfordRogues debut. Great conversation with him during batting practice. 2-2 pitch, and he's hit on the elbow. And they're going to say it was on the end of the bat, says the home plate umpire Alex Chavez. From up here, it looked like he got the piece of the elbow. We'll do it again, still 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 from Warner McGee. Fastball misses outside, and the count fills. Shabasteri thought that was ball 4, but now the count fills. This is a big pitch upcoming to get a base runner on there. The Rogues are 2 for 2 so far this evening. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 3-2, hits it in the air, left center field, charging his Rasmussen, trying to make the play on the run and robs Shabasteri in left center field. So 2 up and 2 down in the bottom half of inning number 3. Here's shortstop Trey Kotze. Medford 1, CCL Showcase nothing. Shortstop for the Rogues, trying to provide a little bit more offense on this Wednesday evening. Medford on 1 run, 4 hits, no errors so far tonight. First offering home. First pitch, misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. Trey tonight 0 for 1 so far. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. 1-0, fastball, misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Trey from the great land of San Diego just wrapped up his high school career. 2 balls, no strikes. Fastball misses outside, ball 3. Kotze tonight flew out to right field to the right footer Rominger. 3-0 pitch. Fastball finds the upper third, strike 1. Trey thought that was ball 4, was about to take his base. Alex Chavez said, yeah, you gotta stay right there, my friend. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. 3-1, fastball in on the hands. It fouls it off to the right side. Quickly, the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 3-2, ground ball, slow roller towards second. McLean, the second baseman, picks it up. The throw to first in time for out number 3. And the inning comes to a close. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. 1, 2, 3, go the Rogues. We played 3 in the Rogue Valley. Medford 1, CCL Showcase nothing. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. It's a 1-0 lead for Medford. Top half of it, inning number 4 against CCL Showcase. Bryan Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. We are brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. Does your pool or hot tub need repairs? Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. We are also brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings, even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point, locally owned and operated, and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. First pitch to the leadoff man, Caden Castro misses outside ball 1. 3, 4, and 5 in the batting order for the CCO Showcase. Castro followed by Rominger and Burchard. 1-0 pitch, misses outside ball 2. Caden Castro, the CCO Showcase's left fielder, 1 for 1 so far this evening. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. 2-0, pops it up in the air. First base side of the infield. Larson Custer, the first baseman, calling everybody off. And he makes the one-hand grab for out number 1. Castro pops out for the first out of the inning. Bases empty, 1 out. We are in the top of 4. Here's a right fielder for the CCL Showcase, Jonathan Rominger. 0 for 1 so far this evening. Medford 1, CCL Showcase nothing. Game 1 of this 2-game set. An out-of-town scoreboard. A couple of games going on currently. First pitch to the lefty. First pitch hits it in the air. Foul territory, third base side. Runs out of room as Nolan Donovan in foul territory. Loud strike 1. Rominger so far this evening, 0 for 1 so far. Currently in the home 5th from Recreation Park. It's a 2-0 lead for the Prune Packers against the Concord Zephyrs. And they're in the top of the first in the Arcata Ballpark, scoreless between the Fresno A's and the Humble Crabs. 0-1 pitch fouled off to the left side quickly in the hole. 0-2 is Rominger. Rominger flew out to Sabastiri in left field. Back in the first to close the book on the inning. Waits for the 0-2 pitch, and the pitch comes home. 0-2, line drive, center field, a base hit. Rominger aboard of a 1-out single. So 1 on and 1 out in the top of 4. Here's the catcher for the CCL Showcase, Aiden Burchard. It's a 1-0 lead for the Rogues. And you think about this for Evan Roden, the starter from Central Point. He has only given up not 1 but 2 hits, but only allowed 3 base runners on so far in 4 innings of work. Think about that. Small lead for Rominger at first base. And the pitch. First pitch, knuckled foul. Right side, strike 1. Infield starting to shade a bit to the left. Middle infield, Okatse and Finney definitely thinking of turning 2. Roommates this summer in the Rogue Valley. Outfield playing deep. The center fielder of Evan Saito playing a couple of steps into left center. Strike 1 pitch, fouls it off to the screen. Quickly in the hole, 0-2 is Aiden Burchard. Burchard this afternoon and evening. Grounded out to the third baseman, Donovan, for the first out of the second. In the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Roden waits and fires the pitch. 0-2, fastball, hits it in the air, right field. Grabiel tracks it down on the run and pump fakes a throw over to first base. Chase back Rominger back to first. Burchard flies out to right field for the second out of the inning. 2 down in the top of 4. 1 on, 2 outs. Here's the DH man for the CCL Showcase, Tate Stearns. Medford 1, CCL Showcase nothing. Game 1 and 2 between the 2 programs. Game 2 tomorrow, 6:35 first pitch. We'll get going for the Awesome Pool Guy on deck show at 6:15. Evan Ronan has looked pretty content on the hill so far. The tall righty delivers the pitch. First pitch fastball misses up and in, ball 1. Works from the first base side of the rubber. Glances at first base. Rominger of a small lead, Custer holding the runner. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0, fastball, misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Tate Stearns this afternoon and evening flew out to right field in the second to Grabiel. Wind blowing straight into the ballpark, 10 to 15 miles per hour. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. 2-0, hits it in the air. Center field drifting back as Evan Saito circles to his left, makes the grab for out number 3. And that will close the book on the top half of inning number 4. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. Rominger left on at first base. Head to the home half of inning number 4. Right after this, due up for the Rogues, Evan Chadwick, Nolan Donovan, and Diego Grabiel. Windy evening in the Rogue Valley. Medford 1, CCL Showcase nothing. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Bryan Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Home half of inning number 4 from Harry and David Field. Beautiful evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley. First pitch fouls it off to behind the screen. No balls and a strike to the catcher, Evan Chadwick. 7-8-9 due up for the Rogues. Chadwick followed by Nolan Donovan and Diego Grabiel. My name is Bryan Welch of the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. Rogues only planting 1 run in the home half of inning number 1. First pitch, strike 1 pitch. Misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Rogues catcher Evan Chadwick today, 0 for 1 so far. Trying to provide a little bit more offense. This, if you're the Rogues right now, you got to find a little bit more productivity. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. 1-1, high and tight. 2 balls, 1 strike. Chadwick tonight grounded out to the third baseman Trigg for the first out of the second. Definitely feel the urgency to chase out the reliever Graham Warner McGee. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the delivery. 2-1, fastball misses low. 3 balls, 1 strike. Chadwick ahead, 3 balls and a strike, trying to provide a little bit more offense. Nolan Donovan waits on deck, and the 3-1. Fastball, fouls it off, right side, fills the count. Count goes full. Infield playing deep around the horn for the CCL Showcase. Warner McGee ready, and the 3-2 home. 3-2 fastball, swing and a miss, strike 3. Chadwick's down on strikes. First strikeout for Graham Warner McGee this evening. 1 out, the base is empty. Here's the third baseman for the Rogues, Nolan Donovan. 1 for 1 so far this evening. Medford 1, CCL Showcase nothing. Talked about a little bit earlier about that out-of-town scoreboard. Fresno and Humboldt playing their final game of a 2-game set tonight. It was the Crabs who won last night 7-0 against the Fresno A's. First pitch fastball, fouls it off. Left side, strike 1. Fresno threw their ace, Cooper King, and Cooper King had a good outing, but struggled a little bit. It was, say, ballooning inning for the Humboldt Crabs offensively against King. Fresno and Medford see each other on Friday for the start of a 3-game set. 6:35 first pitch, and also, more importantly, 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. And also, second fireworks show of the season. Strike 1 pitch. Fastball escapes away from the catcher Burchard. 1 ball, 1 strike. Don't forget to get your tickets at MedfordRoguesBaseball.simpletix.com. It's going to be a lot of fun. fireworks show last week was a blast. Just a little bit chilly. Wind starting to pick up even more. 1 ball and a strike. Slider misses down and out. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nolan Donovan, 1 for 1 so far this evening. Singled in the second, got all the way to third base, but was left stranded there. Rogues so far have stranded 5 base runners. Have left 5 on, 2-1. Ground ball, right field, base hit. Nolan Donovan aboard with his second single of the night. He's 2 for 2 so far, and that's a big hit off the bat. 1 on, 1 out in the home half of inning number 4. Here's the 9-hitter, the right fielder for the Rogues, Diego Grabiel. Medford 1, CCL Showcase nothing, and this is a big opportunity. Rogues are 3 for 4 so far tonight, getting a base runner on. And right now, if you're Medford, you got to get runners across in a hurry. We talked about a little bit over the weekend in that Redmond series. Any lead was not safe. It didn't feel safe. First pitch, fastball misses down and low. 1 ball, no strikes. Rabiel, the right fielder for the Rogues, 0 for 1 so far this evening. Small lead for Donovan at first base. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. 1-0, clips the upper third. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wind starting to howl on this Wednesday evening. 1 ball and 1 strike. Grabiel flew out to the left fielder Castro, back in the second. 1-1. Line drive, left field, tracking it down is Castro, and he makes the grab for out number 2. Grabiel lines out for the second out of the inning. 2 down. 1 on, 2 outs. We head back to the top of the order of Travis Finney. We are in the bottom of 4. Medford leading 1-0 against the CCL Showcase on this Wednesday evening. Rogues right now trying to provide a spark in this offense. Rogues second baseman, 1 for 2 so far this evening. Settles in. Travis Finney, actually, we talked about, we know somebody who actually played for the CCL Showcase and now playing for the Rogues. Travis Finney actually played for the CCL Showcase. And ironically, at Harry and David Field 1 year. The Jackrabbit from South Dakota State. First pitch, misses up and in, ball 1. Always a great conversation with Travis Finney. Good seeing him talking about the season. He was like talking about how electric the Lincoln Regional was a couple of weeks ago. 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses up and out. 2 balls, no strikes. Finney struck out to begin the first, singled in the second, got the second base, and was left stranded. Warner McGee and Burchard having a conversation on the hill for the CCL Showcase. Quick conversation concludes. We're about to head into that awesome pool guy 5th inning. Fast moving game so far on this Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Definitely having the 2 days off has helped out this season. You heard from head coach Kevin Olmstead speak on that. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. Misses up and in. 3 balls, no strikes. 5th inning, the awesome pool guy 5th inning coming up in a bit. Great partner with the Rogue Streaming Network this season. One of our newest partners. 3 balls, no strikes. Warner McGee delivers. 3-0, clips the upper third. Actually, my apology, that's up for ball 4. Travis Finney takes first. 2-out base runner on for the Rogues. 2 on, 2 outs in the bottom of 4. Here's the Rogues center fielder, Evan Saito. Medford 1, CCL Showcase nothing on this Wednesday evening. And right now, Rogues have to capitalize. Saito so far this evening, 1 for 1 of a hit by pitch. Infield playing deep, outfield starting to close in a bit. Rasmussen a couple of steps into left center as the center fielder for the CCL Showcase. First pitch, fastball. Gets it upstairs, finds the upper third, strike 1. Evan Saito today singled and scored in the first, hit by a pitch in the second, left on at first base. Rogues have left 5 on so far tonight. strike one pitch. Bouncer foul to the third base side, quickly in the hole, 0-2. Left 2 on in the first. Left the bases loaded in the second. Just kind of get a little bit more, you have to find a little bit more offense out of this team tonight. A lot of new faces in this lineup for the first time playing at Harry and David Field, just trying to get used to the surroundings. And the hole 0-2 is Evan Saito. And the pitch, 0-2, misses down and out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Plane flying overhead on this Wednesday evening. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 1-2, misses down and low, and the count goes square. Deuce is wild. We are in the bottom of 4. Larson Custer waits on deck for the Rogues. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 2-2, hits it in the air. First base side in foul territory. Dixon, the first baseman, to make the one-hand grab. And he does make the one-hand grab for out number 3. And the inning comes to a close. No runs, a hit, no errors, and the Rogues leave 2 on. 7 base runners left on this evening for the Rogues, and we have played 4 in the Rogue Valley. Medford leading 1-0 against CCL Showcase. The 5th inning is brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. Awesome Pool Guy 5th inning coming up right after this on this beautiful Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of MedfordRogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. We have reached the Awesome Pool Guy 5th inning. The fifth inning is brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. Need to replace your vinyl pool liner? Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Medford 1, CCL Showcase nothing on this windy Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. New pitcher in for the Rogues. It's Will Salahar, the Anthem, Arizona native. This pitching change is brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Faces the bottom of the order of the CCL Showcase's lineup. The third baseman for the CCL Showcase, Bobby Trigg, leads off the inning. Ground ball to left side, got bobbled by Will Salahar. Barehand to throw to first base in time. Nice recovery by Will Salahar. 1 pitch, 1 out to begin the top of 5. 1-3 on the ground out. Base is empty, 1 out. Here's the CCL Showcase's first baseman, Diego Dixon. Medford 1, CCL Showcase nothing. CCL Showcase so far this evening has not had an answer offensively. They've had a couple of base runners. They've had 3 base runners on in 4 innings. Well, technically around the 5th. First pitch slider misses upstairs. Ball 1. Final line score for Evan Roden. How about this? 4 innings for the Central Point native. 2 hits, shutout baseball with no runs. Did not issue any, actually did issue 1 walk and struck out 1. Strike 1 pitch, misses upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Diego Dixon so far this evening, 0 for 1 so far. 1 ball, 1 strike. Salahar delivers. 1-1 slider, swing and a miss, strike 2. Dixon grounded out to the pitcher, Evan Roden, back in the 3rd to lead off the inning. Nash McLean is waiting on deck. 1-2, misses up and out. The count goes square. Diego Dixon from Yakima Valley College, the Orting, Washington native. Waits for the 2-2 from Will Salahar. 2-2, hits it in the air, sky high into right field, calling everybody off as Travis Finney. Shallow right field makes the one-hand grab, and Dixon pops out for the second out of the inning. 2 up and 2 down in the road fifth. Here's the 9th hitter, second baseman for the CCL Showcase, Nash McLean. Medford leading 1-0 against CCL Showcase, game 1 of this 2-game set. And how about Will Salahar? 1 appearance so far in 2026. So Will Salahar got that appearance on opening night. One inning on the hill, 1 strikeout. Gave up 1 run. First pitch finds the outer third, strike 1. McLean this evening got aboard of a walk back in the third. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Rogues. Strike 1 pitch. Slider clips the outside third. Strike 2. Quickly in the hole. 0-2 is McLean. McLean, the second baseman for the CCL Showcase, got over the second base on a stolen base, but was left stranded there. A little bit of adversity for Evan Roden. 0-2 pitch, leans out of the way, misses up and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It was Will's mom's birthday on Sunday. Will was wearing pink in honor of her. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 1-2, fouls it off to that third base side. We'll do it again. Will Feltis waits on deck for the CCL Showcase. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 1-2, slider misses outside, and the count goes square. We are in the Ossipulgui 5th inning. Field playing deep around the horn for the Rogues. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. 3-2, turns away from it. He was hit by the pitch, says Alex Chavez. So McLean takes first. 2 out base runner on for the CCL Showcase. 1 on, 2 outs. We are on the road to 5th. We go back to the top of the order for the CCL Showcase. The shortstop for the CCL Showcase, Will Feltis. It's a 1-0 lead for the Rogues. The base runner on, you can definitely feel CCL Showcase has the tying run at first base. Go ahead run at the dish. Quick throw to first base, chases back the runner. Nash McLean gets back to the bag, standing up. Still waiting the first pitch. First pitch home. Slider misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Feltis today 0 for 2 so far. Flew out to Saito, the center fielder, in the first. Struck out in the third. Had 1 ball and no balls, and 1 ball and no strikes. And the pitch. 1-0, slider hits it foul down the left field line. Out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. One, throws it over to first base instead is Salahar. McLean gets back to the bag, standing up. Stars and stripes blowing strongly into the ballpark. 1-1. Slider clips the upper third. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Feltis from Tumwater, Washington. Went to Tenio High School. Playing his college ball at Yakima Valley College out of the NWAC. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Salahar waits. Salahar fires. 1-2, slider bounces away from the catcher Chadwick. Runner goes, a throw to second base, and the throw's not in time. McLean still second base, so a stolen base for him, and 2 at-bats this evening puts the CCL Showcase only 180 feet away from scoring, and the count goes square at 2. Big pitch upcoming right now for Will Salahar to slam the door on the CCL Showcase in this inning. So Time taken by Chadwick, the catcher. Going to talk with Will Salahar. This pause of the action is brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings, even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com. Come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. Runner at second base, that is McLean. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Will Feltis. Ty Rasmussen waits on deck for the CCL showcase. Big pitch upcoming. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Salahar glances at second base at McLean and fires the 2-2 home. 2-2 off the end of the bat, fouls it off to the left side. We'll do it again. Facing adversity has been that overall theme for this pitching staff for the Rogues in 2026. Will Salahar facing adversity now. How does he get out of this adversity? 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big lead for McLean at second base. And the pitch. 2-2, slider misses down and out. And the count fills. Travis Finney play on the grass in right center. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Salahar waits and the payoff home. 3-2 misses up and out, almost takes Feltis' heads off. That's a hit by pitch from McLean, and Feltis takes first with a 2-out walk. 2 on, 2 outs in the road 5th. Now this makes it very interesting for the Rogues. You think about it, Trick line grounded out right to Will Salahar to begin the inning. Dixon popped out to the second baseman Travis Finney. Nash McLean was hit by a pitch. And now Will Feltis draws a walk, puts 2 on, 2 outs. It's a 1-0 lead for the Rogues. Here's the CCL Showcase's center fielder, Ty Rasmussen. First pitch foul, finds, he misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. And the Rogues faithful not happy about that 1 ball, that ball call. A little bit of activity starting to brew in that Rogues bullpen. 1 ball, no strikes. Salahar waits. Medium side, big lead for McLean at second base. And the 1-0 home. 1-0, swing and a miss. Good slider. Like that pitch right there by Will Salahar. Just trying to get a little bit more control and trying to shut the door on the CCL showcase. The most base runners they've had on so far in a single inning tonight. Will Salahar, the lefty, facing the righty, Ty Rasmussen, who's 0 for 2 so far tonight. 1-1, runner goes, swing and a miss, strike 2. And a stolen base for Nash McLean. Puts runners at the corners now. And Rasmussen is behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runners at the corners now. One ball, 2 strikes. Salahar breathes. And the 1-2 home. Fastball misses outside and the count goes square. And this is a big pitch. Last 2 at-bats, it has been a big pitch upcoming. Two balls, 2 strikes, runners at the corners. And the pitch. 2-2 chopper, the third base side, and it trails foul. We'll do it again. Two balls, 2 strikes. Will gets ready. And the 2-2. 2-2, fastball misses outside, and the count fills. Nick Berger, the pitching coach of the Rogues, on the step of the dugout on that third base side. Runners at the corners, McLean at third base, Feltis at first base. Payoff pitch home. Runner goes. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. How about that for Will Salohar facing adversity and bros right past Rasmussen with a huge strikeout. His first strikeout of the afternoon and evening. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 left. McLean left on at third base. Feltus left on at first. We head to the home fifth right after this. Larson Custer, Chris Ortiz, and Max Savasteri due up for the Rogues on this Wednesday evening. Medford 1. CCL Showcase nothing. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our Hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
From Laverne University, number 5, Drew Marino.
Home half of inning number 5 from Harry and David Field. New pitcher in for the CCL Showcase. It's Drew Marino in relief of Graham Warner McGee. Third arm used so far this evening for the CCL Showcase. And this pitching change is brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Larson Custer leads off the inning, followed by Chris Ortiz and Max Savasteri. 3, 4, and 5 in the Rogues order. 1 run on 5 hits, no errors on this evening. 1 run only coming across back in that home half of inning number 1. You can definitely feel the urgency to find some more runs to get across. First pitch, Larson Custer finds the outside corner. Strike 1. It's Drew Marino in relief of Warner McGee. Marino, the young man from the SIAC. Strike 1 pitch. Finds the outer third quickly in the hole. 0-2 as Larson Custer. 1 for 2 so far as Larson tonight. RBI single in the first. Struck out in the second. 0-2 pitch. Curveball misses upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Marino from the state of Washington. 3 appearances for Laverne out of the SCIAC. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. Misses down and out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Marino, the 3-sport athlete who lettered in golf in high school. 2-2 home. 2-2 hits it in the air, right center field, going back as Rasmussen, and that's going to split in between the right fielder and center fielder. Rounding first, might dig for 3 as Larson Custer gets the wave to go to third base, and he slides. He's going to score. He'll get it over to third base. Huge triple off the bat of Larson Custer. Kevin Olmstead wanted him to slide, but regardless, it's a leadoff triple for Larson Custer, and the Rogues are back in business offensively. How about that hit off the bat of Larson Custer? Gets a big triple, and a crucial hit off the bat makes it very interesting. 1 on, nobody out. Here's the Rogues DH man, Chris Ortiz. We are in the home 5th. We are still in the Ossipul guy 5th inning. And right now the Rogues trying to capitalize once again. Huge RBI opportunity for the Rogues. First pitch to Chris Ortiz. Misses up. Ball 1. That is actually Larson Custer's second triple of 2026. That was well hit. 1-0. Chopper. Third base side foul. Strike 1. Chris Ortiz this evening 0 for 1 with a walk. Trying to settle in once again Waits for the 1-1 from Drew Marino. And the pitch misses downstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 innings for Warner McGee in relief. Did give up 1 hit, no runs, did issue 1 walk, and struck out 1 Rogues batter. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. 2-1, fastball, misses outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ortiz drew a walk in the first, got all the way to the second base, but was left stranded there, flew out to Rasmussen, the center fielder, to lead off the third. Runner only 90 feet away from scoring, that's Larson Custer. 3 balls and a strike. 3-1, misses upstairs, ball 4. Chris Ortiz takes first. So puts runners at the corners now, and that's a big at-bat right now. So 2 on, nobody out. Here's the left fielder for the Rogues, Max Savastiri. It's a 1-0 lead for Medford, and right now you can definitely feel this might be the inning where the Rogues can get runners across, and you definitely have to get runners across in this 1-0 game. You definitely feel the urgency in that Rogues dugout to get the piece more than 1 run across in this inning. First pitch, misses inside. Actually, they're going to say it's a balk. So that's going to be a balk. So Custer scores from third. Ortiz to second base. So it's a 2-0 lead for the Rogues. So a balk call during the Savastiri at bat. Advances Ortiz to second base. First pitch misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. Think about this. 1 run on 1 hit so far in this inning. Off the balk. Trey Kotze waits on deck for the Rogues. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. 1-0. Chopper sharply fouled down the third base side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Savastiri so far this evening, 0 for 2 so far. Waits for the 1-1 from the righty, Drew Marino. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1, fastball, grounded, left field, base hit. Puts on the brakes as Chris Ortiz. Good relay through by Castro, the left fielder for the CCL. And Savastiri gets his first hit of the evening in a Rogues uniform. Welcome to the Medford Rogues, Max Savastiri. So puts runners at the corners now. So 2 on, nobody out. We are in the home 5th. Medford 2, CCL Showcase nothing. And right now the Rogues going to have to find a way to have a breakout inning. And how about Trey Kotze in his Medford Rogues debut? 0 for 2 so far. The San Diego native just graduated high school and he go to Princeton University. Waits for the first pitch and he fouls off a high fastball. Strike 1. Kotze, the Rogues shortstop this evening. Going to try to provide a little bit of offense. Chris Ortiz only 90 feet away from scoring. He's at third base. Savastiri, I should say, at first base. Runners at the corners. CCL Showcase can definitely turn 2. Strike 1 pitch, grounded to the right side, gobbled up by McLean, underhand, 2-1. Feltus over to first base, and that is going to be, that does drive in Ortiz from second base. So Savastiri for part of that double play. So it's 4-6-3 on the twin killing. Base is empty, 2 outs. It's a 3-0 lead for the Rogues. And right now the Rogues trying to provide a little bit more offense. 2 runs across. Here's the Rogues catcher, Evan Chadwick. Medford 3, CCL Showcase nothing. And the righty, Drew Marino, trying to close the book with less damage than he's given up so far. First pitch misses up and out. Ball 1. Chadwick today has not reached on base yet. Another guy in his Medford Rogues debut. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0, fastball, grounded towards short, gobbled up by the shortstop Feltus. The throw to first base in time for out number 3. And the inning comes to a close. 2 runs come across on 2 hits. No errors and none left. Rogues pad their lead. They lead by 3. We've played 5 in the Rogue Valley, and that means we wrap up the Awesome Pool Guy 5th inning. Medford 3, CCL Showcase nothing. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Bryan Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogues CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogues CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogues CN Medford Airport at roguescn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Medford 3, CCL Showcase nothing. Top half of inning number 6 from Harry and David Field. Bryan Welch with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. New pitcher on the hill for Medford. Third arm use so far this evening. And the Rogues turn it to the young man from Cal State, San Bernardino. It is Wyatt Green in relief of Will Salohar. Third arm use so far this evening for the Rogues. And this pitching change is brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Final line score for Will Salohar this evening, 1 inning on the hill, no runs, no hits, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout for him on the hill in relief. Wyatt Green getting his warm-up tosses in so far. He'll be facing 3, 4, and 5 in the CCL Showcase's batting order. 4 2/3 innings on the hill so far in 2026, but more importantly, leads the team in strikeouts with 11 Ks in 2026. The gentle giant from Claremont, California settles in, gets ready to face the CCL Showcase's left fielder, Caden Castro. 1 for 2 so far this evening. First pitch swinging by Castro in the air, left field, foul territory. Nolan Donovan giving chase and lets that one go out of play for a very long strike one. 11 strikeouts by Wyatt Green so far in 2026. He can bring it, has that fastball, has that changeup. Guy who likes to do a lot of fishing. We did a lot of fishing with Caleb Randolph, and he told me during batting practice today. Strike one pitch upcoming, and the pitch. Fastball, fouls it off to the screen quickly in the hole, 0-2. He and Caleb Randolph, Wyatt Green and Caleb Randolph, or as Randy as his teammates call him, went fishing for 5 hours. And they did not catch a single fish. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Fastball. Check swing. Did not go, says third base umpire Dan Conklin with the check swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Castro singled in the first, left stranded at first base, popped out to the first baseman Custer back in the 4th. 1-2 pitch, call it strike 3 on the outside third. Nasty pitching by Wyatt Green at 12 Ks so far this season. First strikeout in relief. 1 out, the base is empty. We are on the top of 6. Here is the cleanup hitter, the right fielder for the CCL Showcase, Jonathan Rominger. 1 for 2 so far this evening. Medford 3, CCL Showcase nothing. Right against left, infield playing deep around the horn for the Rogues. First pitch fastball blows right past the lefty, strike 1. You go fishing for 5 hours, you don't catch a single fish, but I mean, there's always that saying, how many hours of fishing is better than not working at a desk. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Fastball fouled off to the left side, strike 2. Rominger flew out to the left footer, Shabastiri back in the first, singled in the 4th, was left stranded there. I'm going to go fishing with Caleb Randolph sometime. No balls, 2 strikes in the pitch. Fastball fouled off left side. He'll do it again. But definitely, I mean, he was talking about that a little bit during the episode 7 of Plank Talk on Monday, talking about some of the favorite spots to fish, because you don't want to give away your secret spot. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch home. 0-2, curveball, swing and a miss, strike three. How about that? Brings the velo and then pulls the string on a nasty off-speed. Rominger down on strikes, back-to-back Ks for Wyatt Green. So 2 batters he's seen, 2 strikeouts for Mr. Wyatt Green, 13 Ks in total in 2026. Bases empty, 2 outs. We are on the top of 6. Here's the CCL Showcase's catcher, Aiden Birchall. The righty settles in, 0 for 2 so far tonight. Medford leading game 1 of the series 3-0. First pitch, curveball, fouls it off to the left side, strike 1. But more importantly, gotta go fishing. I've done a lot of golfing. Jacob Seitz and I have our golfing routine at 9:30 in the morning at Laurel Hills Golf Course, where we share the clubs. Strike 1 pitch. Fastball misses down. 1 ball, 1 strike. Birchall tonight grounded out to the third baseman Donovan in the second. Flew out to Grabiel and right. He's 0 for 2 so far, has not reached on base yet. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. 1-1, curveball, swing and a miss, strike 2. Excuse me, that's the changeup, I should say, from Wyatt Green. Good, again, a little bit ahead was Birchall. Wyatt Green out of the pen has looked pretty good so far. Head 1-2. Righty shakes off the signal, gets the signal he likes, the 1-2. Fastball misses low, and the count goes square. One ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Fastball, lasers foul down the first base side. And on the grass berm, the sea of kids chase after it. And who got the ball? It's in the fence, I believe, but I don't know where the ball was. 1 ball and 2 strikes again. Steps out of the batter's box is Birchall. Stearns waits on deck for the CCL Showcase. We are in the top of 6, bases empty. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Rogues. And the 1-2. Fastball misses low again, and the count fills. Now the wind's starting to pick up even more. The shadows starting to appear along that third base side. Mostly of left field is in the shadows. Right field and parts of center field still exposed by the sun. Deuce is wild, and the pitch. Off the end of the bat. We'll do it again. Wyatt ready, and the 2-2 home. Fastball, actually that was ball 3, that was actually ball 4. So Birchall takes first. 2-out walk issued by Wyatt Green, 1 on, 2 outs. We are on the top of 6. Here's the CCL Showcase's DH man, Tate Stearns. Medford leading 3-0 against the CCL Showcase. Game 1 of this 2-game set. Medford and the CCL Showcase battling it out tomorrow, 6:35. First pitch will get going at 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. And then Friday, same time, same station. Saturday, same time, same station. 3-2. That was, so the question is, so now Birchall takes first, so it was actually 2-2, and now it's 3-2. Now it's ball 4 for Birchall. And now it is a new batter in there for the CCO Showcase. Will Bond in DH, replacing Stearns. So Will Bond makes his first at-bat of the evening. Takes over in the 6th spot for the CCO Showcase. Base runner on, 2 outs. First pitch, slider, swing and a miss, strike 1. Nasty pitching there. You like the velo from Wyatt Green, but also the opportunity to pull the string on the off-speed. That's lethal, especially once you get into Pacific Empire League action. Strike 1 pitch from Wyatt Green comes home. Fastball blows right past the lefty Will Bond in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Stearns will finish tonight 0 for 2 so far. Flew out to the right fielder Grabiel in the 2nd. Flew out to the center field Saito in the 4th. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Fastball lifted foul down the left field line, and it trails out of play. In the hole, still in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Still 0-2 to the lefty, Will Bond. Travis Finney dancing around a little bit. Second base, plays on the lip and right center. No balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Breaking ball misses somewhere upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wyatt Green has gone to that location on that pitch. So far this evening, Alex Chavez at home plate not giving him that call. He's been nibbling at it so far tonight. 1-2 home. Fastball, third base side, trails left of the line. Will do it again. See the fastball, see the changeup. Question is, go with a fastball, you go with the off speed. Base runner on with Birch Hall at first base, medium-sized lead. Custer holding him on, 1-2 pitch. Lines it foul down the first base side. We'll do it again. Give you the out-of-town scoreboard right now in the home second. It's a 7-2 lead for the Humboldt Crabs against the Fresno A's. The bottom half of the sixth at Recreation Park in Healdsburg. It's a 8-1 lead for the Prune Packers against the Concord Zephyrs. One, 2 again. Fastball misses up and out. The count goes square. And I keep sounding like a broken record, but facing adversity is something that this pitching staff has wanted to see. And right now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Deuce is wild for Wyatt Green. 2-2 pitch. Fastball misses outside, and the count fills. So, count fills. Biggest pitch of the at-bat, biggest pitch of the evening so far for Wyatt Green. Struck out the first 2 batters you saw via the K. 3 balls, 2 strikes, runner goes. 3-2, hits that in the air, towering shot. And that ball is going to hook foul. Got the barrel he wanted, was Bond. We'll do it again. This is where it tests your patience if you're Wyatt Green. There is some activity in that Rogues bullpen right now. But this is Wyatt Green's inning to close. Three-two pitch, called strike 3. How about that for Wyatt Green? 3 strikeouts for him to close the book on the inning. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left. Birchall left on at first base. We head to the home half of inning number 6 right after this. It's Nolan Donovan, Diego Grabiel, and Travis Finney due up. Medford 3, CCL Showcase nothing. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of MedfordRogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Medford 3, CCL Showcase nothing. Home half of inning number 6 from Harry and David Field. Bryan Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And it is the 8-9-1 batters due up for the Rogues. The third baseman for the Rogues, Nolan Donovan, leads off the inning, followed by Diego Grabiel. And at Travis Finney, Drew Marino begins his second inning on the bump for the CCL Showcase. And there is a new third baseman. I'll tell you who he is after this pitch. First pitch fastball finds the outside corner, strike 1. And it is the new batter for the CCL Showcase. A new third baseman is Tristan Pulliam. Pulliam at third base replacing Trigg. Strike one pitch, bounce to the right side of the infield. McLean picks it up, the throw over to first base in time for out number 1. One down, and the base is empty. 4-3 on the ground out. Here's the right fielder for the Rogues, Diego Grabiel. We are on the bottom of 6. Medford 3, CCL Showcase nothing. And this is a big inning right now. Rogues putting up a 2 spot in the home half of inning number 5. But right now, you can definitely feel you kind of get more runs across if you're the Rogues this evening. Diego Grabiel is tasked with doing that. First pitch from Marino. Sinker finds that bottom third. Strike 1. Grabiel so far this evening 0 for 2 so far. Behind no balls and a strike. Pulling him the third baseman, playing off the bag. Strike 1 pitch. Fastball misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One. Off speed, line drive, hooking foul, and it does go right of the line. Strike 2. Grabiel this evening flew out to the left fielder Castro in the second, lined out to Castro as well in the fourth, has not reached on base yet. Travis Finney waits on deck, hands the bat back to Diego Grabiel. He digs back in, gets a swing in. Settles back in behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. Shadows starting to appear, especially on left field. Sun about to set in Medford, Oregon. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 1-2, misses downstairs and out. Count goes square. Third pitcher used so far for the CCL Showcase. Landon Taylor got the start. 2 innings on the hill. Gave up 4 hits, 1 run, 3 strikeouts, 2-2. 2-2, ground ball, slow roller towards short, picked up by Feltus to throw to first base in time for out number 2. Grabiel grounds out to the shortstop Feltus, 6-3 on the scoring, 2 up and 2 down in the bottom of 6. Here's the Rogue second baseman, Travis Finney. Medford leading 3-0 against the CCL Showcase. Game 1 of 2 between the Rogues and the CCL Showcase. Travis Finney this evening, 1 for 2 of a walk in his Rogues back in year 2, season 2, for his first game back. First offering home. First pitch. Locates on the inside corner, strike 1 of a nasty slider. Travis Finney playing at South Dakota State in the spring. Was at Yakima Valley College. Strike 1 pitch is elevated. 1 ball, 1 strike. We were talking about that experience in the Lincoln Regional a couple of weeks back, and he said it was electric, Brian. 1 ball, 1 strike, delivery. 1-1, curve ball, curves in for a strike on the outside corner, strike 2. No, his dad's listening back down under in Australia. Always a great conversation. His dad, Travis's dad, made the trek out to Oregon for the final couple of weeks of the regular season last season. 1-2, misses outside, and the count goes square. Actually surprised Travis after a game in Lincoln, that first road trip of the season for the Rogues. Got to see him play here in the Rogue Valley. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on the curveball, and the inning comes to a close. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. Rogues going in order 1, 2, 3. We played 6 in the Rogue Valley. Medford leading 3-0 against CCL Showcase. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
Top half of inning number 7 from Harry and David Field at Medford 3. CCL Showcase nothing. Bryan Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. New arm on the hill for Medford. It is Jaden Neugebauer in relief of Wyatt Green. 4th arm used so far this evening. And this pitching change this evening and all season long is brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Final line score for Wyatt Green, 1 inning on the hill, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, but did strike out 3 CCL Showcase batters. And it is going to be Jaden Neugebauer who takes over the reins on this Wednesday evening. 1 game so far in 2026, 2 innings on the hill, gave up 2 hits, no runs. It had 1 hit by pitch, has not struck out anybody, and has not recorded an ERA. And he faces the bottom third of the order for the CCL Showcase. The third baseman Bobby Trigg leads off, followed by Diego Dixon and Nash McLean. So the CCL Showcase's third baseman Bobby Trigg leads off the inning for his 3rd trip of the evening. 0 for 2 so far. Jaden Neugebauer settles in, and that first pitch comes home. First pitch fastball elevated, ball 1. Trigg tonight 0 for 2 so far. Had 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0. Misses down, misses low. Ball 2. Trigg tonight grounded out to the second baseman Travis Finney in the 2nd. Hits it foul to the left side. Strike 1. And grounded out to the pitcher. Will Salahar start off the 5th inning. 2-1 pitch, breaking ball, finds the inside corner, and the count goes square. Bobby Trigg has not gotten on base yet. 2-2 pitch, low roller toward short, gobbled up by Kotze, the shortstop, the throw to first base, and the throw's not in time. So it's a leadoff infield single for Bobby Trigg. 1 on, nobody out. We are in the top of 7. Here's the CCL Showcase's first baseman, Diego Dixon. Medford leading 3-0 against the CCL Showcase. You think about what the CCL Showcase has done so far this evening. The only advancement they had runners at the corners in the 5th inning. But how about that for Will Salahar to say, I'm going to settle them down? And he got out of the inning unscathed with runners at the corners. A little bit nerve-wracking for Salahar. First pitch fastball finds the outside corner, strike 1. Diego Dixon, the CCL Showcase's first baseman, also 0 for 2 so far tonight. Medium-sized lead for the base runner Trigg at first. Strike 1 pitch, fouls it off. Got a piece of it swung on and fouls it off. Strike 2. Sun is starting to play a factor. A lot of shade, especially on the third base side. Only a lot of right field is still baking with the sun. Jaden ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. The Chico native delivers. 0-2, fouls it off, right side. We'll do it again. Diego Dixon 0 for 2 so far. Grounded out to the starting pitcher, Evan Roden, back in the 3rd. Popped out to the second baseman, Travis Finney, in the 5th. Has not reached on base either for the CCL Showcase. 0-2 home. Fastball, popped foul, screams over our heads. We'll do it again. Infield starting to shade a little bit to the left for the Rogues. Outfield playing deep and straight away. The center fielder, Evan Seidel, playing a couple of paces into right center. 0-2 pitch, fouled off. Slow roller towards 3rd. We'll do it again. Fouls it off. Perfect evening for baseball. Stars and Stripes blowing softly into the ballpark. Game 1 of 2. 0-2 home. Runner goes. Hits that in the air. Towering shot, foul. And that's a loud pitch and a loud hit. And it goes out of play. We'll do it again. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Rogues can still turn 2. Travis Finney and Ray Kotze definitely strategizing that in the middle infield. Medium-sized lead for Trigg at first base. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch home. 0-2, bounces away from the catcher Chadwick. Runner goes, and Trigg's going to advance to second base. So a stolen base for Trigg tonight and eliminates the opportunity to turn 2. So a runner at second base, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Diego Dixon. Nash McLean waits on deck for the CCL Showcase. CCL Showcase has threatened to strike, but the Rogues pitching staff has reined them in a bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 1-2, fouls it off. We'll do it again. Jan Neugebauer facing some adversity. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 1-2, fastball, fouled off to that third base side. We'll do it again. One, two. Ground ball to the third base side. It is a fair ball, bobbled by Donovan, and he can attempt the throw. So it's officially an E5 on Donovan. So it's a single from Trigg. Dixon reaches on an error, so puts runners at first and second, nobody out. And now a conversation ensues between Jaden Neugebauer and Chadwick. Only a conversation between the pitcher and the catcher. We are brought to you by Figaro's Pizza, from pizza to wings and even calzones. Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point, locally owned and operated, and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. 2 on, nobody out. Here's the CCL Showcase, the second baseman, Nash McLean. Medford leading 3-0 against the CCL Showcase. First pitch scores for a bunt. Ball gets past Chadwick, and runners advance to second and third. So a not so good inning so far brewing for this pitching staff for the Rogues. And we'll see if the Rogues get that bullpen moving a little bit. Puts runners at second and third. Trigg goes to third base. Dixon to second. McLean had already 1 ball and no strikes. Jaden wants to re-rack a new signs. Infield playing deep, except for the third baseman, Donovan, playing even at the bag. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. 1-0, elevated. 2 balls, no strikes. Not the inning that the Rogues have wanted defensively. Tying run at the dish, go ahead and run, waits on deck. Trigg at third, Dixon at second base. The 2-0. Fastball hits it in the air, foul down the left field line. Goes out of play for a loud strike 1. Two and 1. Breaking ball called for a strike 2 on that outside corner. Nasty pitch by Jaden Neugebauer. And the count goes square. Bullpen is stirring for the Rogues. Trigg at third, Dixon at second base. The 2-2 misses low, and the count fills. Probably the biggest pitch of this at-bat and the biggest pitch of this evening. The question is, where does this go? 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 3-2 hits it in the air. Fouls it off down the left field line. Goes into the Rogues bullpen. We'll do it again. Think about the what-ifs. If he gets on base, if McLean gets on base, loads the bases with nobody out, you definitely know you might have a visit from Nick Berger, the pitching coach. Kevin Olmstead waiting. Ground ball to the right side, picks it up, throws it over to second from first base. Is Travis Fitting, and an RBI ground out drives in the first run for the CCL Showcase. So officially 4-3 on the RBI ground out. It drives in Trigg from third base. So basically it is the first out recorded, but he traded out for a run with the ground out. So 1 on, 1 out. We are on the top of 7. Medford leading 3-1 against the CCL Showcase. Here is the CCL Showcase's shortstop, Will Feltis. First pitch, finds the upper third, strike 1. Good location there. Really, already 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error. Strike 1 pitch, misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Jaden Neugebauer trying to calm the bats down of the CCL showcase. Only a single and an error, but most traffic they've had on the bases so far. 1-1, breaking ball, pours in for a strike on the outside corner. Strike 2. This is a good test right now. Nick Berger, the pitching coach of the Rogues, stated that this is going to be a bullpen game. 1-2 home from Jaden. 1-2, fastball elevated, call for ball 2. And the Rogues faithful not happy about the strike zone dictated by Alex Chavez. 2-2 home. 2-2, leans to a ground, leans into that, parachutes into right center, scoring from third base is Dixon. And it's an RBI single off the bat of Will Feltis. So 2 runs come across in the 7th. So 2 runs on 2 hits. Makes it a 1-run game. Medford leading 3-2 against the CCL showcase.
Number 6, Ty Rasmussen.
You can definitely turn 2 to get out of the inning. One on, one out. Here's the CCL showcase's center fielder, Ty Rasmussen. It's a 1-run game right now in the top of 7. First pitch from Jaden Neugebauer. First pitch fastball misses outside the throw to first base. Snap throw to first by Chadwick. Throws late. 1 ball, no strikes. But you can definitely feel the momentum trying to change hands. The question is, can the Rogues answer back, especially how the Rogues handled themselves on that Sunday afternoon against Redmond. 1-0, scores for a bunt, gets a piece of it and fouls it. Strike 1. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Couple of games going on currently. Wind is starting to pick up even more. They are in the home 7th in Healdsburg. It's an 8-1 lead for the Prune Packers. Bottom half of inning number 3. It's a 7-2 lead for the Crabs against the Fresno A's. 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, misses down and in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike. Jaden waits. Fires it home. 2-1, hits it in the air, foul down the right field line. Strike 2. Rasmussen so far this evening, 0 for 3 so far. Grounded out to the pitcher, Evan Roden in the first. Grounded out to the shortstop, Kotze. Struck out in the 5th. 2-2 home from Neugebauer. 2-2, bounces away from the catcher Chadwick, and Feltis advances to second base. So not the evening right now for Neugebauer. Now time's taken, and Chadwick might have a conversation, or just calls time. Count fills, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Puts a runner in scoring position, eliminates the opportunity to turn 2. Not the best inning right now for the Rogues. Wind blowing straight into left field. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 3-2, fouls it off, keeps the at-bat going. Rasmussen not going away quietly in this inning. Three balls, 2 strikes, the pitch, runner goes, 3-2, misses inside the throw to third base, and the tag is in time. Feltis caught stealing at third base, a crucial second out. And that is going to be a walk for Rasmussen, so he takes first. So 1 on, 2 outs. We are on the top of 7. And here is Nick Berger, the pitching coach of the Rogues, to definitely trying to calm down Jaden Neugebauer. So 2 runs across in this inning. 2 runs on 2 hits and 1 error. It's going to bring in the whole entire infield. We are brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. Does your pool or hot tub need repairs? Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. We're also brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings, even calzones. Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point. Our Take and Bake. Our newest point in Eagle Point, locally owned and operated, and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. Host family last night got a take and bake pizza in Eagle Point. Pretty good food last night at the residence in Eagle Point. 2 outs and a runner at first base. Here's the lefty, the left fielder for the CCL Showcase, Caden Castro. Lights are turned on. Sun about to set in the Rogue Valley. First pitch, misses low, ball one. Castro tonight 1 for 3 so far. Lefty trying to provide a little bit more offense. Tying run is at first base. 1-0, fastball, clips the outside corner, strike one. It'll be time to stretch in the home 7th. Rogues offense will have to wake up. Evan Seidel, Larson Custer, and Chris Ortiz due up in the bottom of this inning. Dancing around at first base is Rasmussen. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1, fastball misses outside ball 2. Strike zone starting to shrink a bit by the home plate umpire, Alex Chavez. And the townsfolk, the fans of the Rogues, not happy about how the strike zone has changed. 2-1. Misses low again. 3 balls, 1 strike. Medford 3, CCL Showcase 2. 3 balls, 1 strike. 3-1, misses outside for ball 4. And Castro takes first, so back-to-back walks issued by Jaden Neugebauer and head coach Kevin Olmstead. Walks out to the hill, and that'll be it for Jaden Neugebauer this evening. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. 1-run game. Pitching changes this season brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is when we come right back after this. Medford leading by 1. CCL Showcase making this interesting in the 7th inning. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Bryan Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogues CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogues CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogues CN Medford Airport at roguescn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. New pitcher for your Medford Rogues. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. The top half of inning number 7. It's a 1-run game. Medford leading 3-2 against CCL Showcase. And the Rogues turn to Hayden Kendrick out of the bullpen. And he gets his warm-up tosses in right now. Runners at first and second. CCL Showcase plating 2 runs in this inning. It was Bobby Trigg who led off the inning. He singled and scored. And Diego Dixon reached on an error committed by the third baseman Nolan Donovan. And then an RBI single from Will Feltus. And then you think of an RBI ground out, I should say, drove in Trigg. Dixon was driven in with an RBI single from Will Feltus. And now back-to-back walks were issued by the reliever Jaden Neugebauer, but now the Rogues turn to Hayden Kendrick. Kendrick getting his 4th appearance in 2026. 3 2/3 innings on the hill this season. Does have 1 strikeout to his credit. First pitch to the lefty, misses out, escapes away from Chadwick's, misses outside ball 1. Faces the right fielder for the CCL Showcase, Jonathan Rominger. We are on the top of 7, Medford 3, CCL Showcase 2. It has been that type of evening. CCL Showcase have gotten runners on, but it was this inning where the dam broke and got a couple of runners across. CCL Showcase making this interesting in game 1 of the set. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. 1-0, hits that in the air, sky high, pop up in the right field. Grabiel on the run, loses the hat in the process in the shades, makes the one-hand grab for out number 3, and the side is retired. How about this? Hayden Kendrick goes to work, faces some adversity, and he gets the out. It's the third and final out of the inning. 2 runs come across on 2 hits. 1 error committed by the Rogues and 2 left on for the CCL showcase. Ty Restman left on at second base. Caden Castro left on at first. It's time to stretch at Harry and David Field. And it's a 1-run game. Medford leading 3-2 against the CCL showcase. Evan Seidel, Larson Custer, and Chris Ortiz due up for the Rogues. Listen to the crowd on this Wednesday evening. We'll be right back after this. Medford 3, CCL Showcase 2. Beautiful evening for baseball in the Rogue Valley on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of MedfordRogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Home half of inning number 7 we go from Harry and David Field to Medford 3, CCL Showcase 2. Bryan Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. And it is a new pitcher on the hill for the CCL Showcase. It's the 4th arm used so far this evening. It's Avery Schwartz. It will be facing the 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup. But how about this? Jonathan Walsh makes his first appearance in the series, and he replaces Evan Seidel. So Jonathan Walsh from Dover, Tennessee. I know Alex and Scout are listening back home in the Volunteer State. First pitch fastball, line drive, center field, base hit. And Jonathan Walsh provides a little bit of that spark in the Rogues offense. And a first pitch leadoff single to lead off the home half of inning number 7. And you think about that's what the doctor ordered. You need a little bit of quick offense. And the Rogues trying to provide a little bit of that same response they had in that home half of inning number 8 on Sunday. And a big play there and a big hit for Jonathan Walsh. I know his good friend Kaylee King listening back in Memphis, Tennessee. Shout out to Kaylee King listening on the Rogue Streaming Network. 1 on, nobody out. Here's the first baseman for the Rogues, Larson Custer. 3-2 Medford. Scores for a bunt as Larson Custer. Fastball gets past the catcher, Richard. And Jonathan Walsh might speed to third, but he puts on the brakes at second base. So a pass ball gets Jonathan Walsh to second base to eliminate the opportunity to turn 2. And right now, if you're the Rogues, you like what you're doing. A little bit of that speed on the base paths for Jonathan Walsh, a guy who loves drinking his Frazzle slushy before every game. Unconventional, but it gets the job done, right? 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. 1-0, hits it in the air, left field, drifting back is Castro. That ball's going to carry over and goes over his head, rounding third, racing towards home is Walsh. He scores standing up, RBI double for Larson Custer. How about that hit for Larson Custer? He gets it's a double. He is one away from the cycle on this Wednesday evening. How about that hit for Larson Custer? And right now the Rogues are back in business. It's a 4-2 lead for Medford. And a nasty hit there into left field with the wind blowing in nonetheless. And the Rogues right now back in business once again. Medium-sized lead for Larson Custer at second base. First pitch breaking ball at Chris Ortiz. Finds the upper third, strike one. Ortiz this evening, 0 for 1 of a pair of walks, has gotten on base twice. Medford 4, CCL Showcase 2. We are in the bottom of 7. Strike one pitch, misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Think about how this offense has looked so far tonight. Jonathan Walsh singled to lead off the inning. Larson Custer drove him in on an RBI double. 1-1, misses inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ortiz drew a walk in the first, got away the second base, was left stranded there. Flew out to Rasmussen, the center fielder, in the third. Drew a walk and scored in the 5th. Hit 2 balls and a strike on this Wednesday evening. Feels like a Saturday. 2-1 pitch. Fastball right down the boulevard, and the count goes square. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 2-2, fastball misses down, and the count fills. Sabastiri waits on deck for the Rogues. Beautiful evening for baseball. Rasmussen, the center fielder for the CCL Showcase. Couple of steps into left center for the CCL Showcase. Counts full, and the pitch. 3-2, and he's hit by actually it is Chris Ortiz who gets aboard via a walk, so Chris Ortiz takes first. So 2 on and nobody out. We are in the bottom of 7. Here's the left fielder for the Rogues, Max Sabastiri. It's a 4-2 lead for the Rogues, and right now you like what you're doing, keep passing the bat along. So with runners at first and second, and think about this, third walk drawn by Chris Ortiz. You like what you're seeing. So a big pitch up coming right now and a big at-bat for Max Sabastiri. 1 for 3 so far this evening. First offering home, squares for a bunt. Pulls bunch through it, misses down. 1 ball, no strikes. Sabastiri this evening struck out in the first, flew out to center field to Rasmussen. Got aboard of a single as a part of that balk call. Back in the inning, back in that 5th inning. Had 1 ball and no strikes. Custer at second base, Ortiz at first. Scores for a bunt. Dan Conklin staring at the pitcher, Avery Swartz. Swartz behind, 1 ball and no strikes, and the pitch scores for a bunt and gets a piece of it, and it rolls foul. Got to hit it on his hand as Sabastiri. 1 ball, 1 strike. You like that aggressiveness right now for the Rogues. Head coach Kevin Olmstead talking to Alex Chavez, the home plate umpire. The athletic trainer for the Rogues is Rob. He's going to was called out. Sabastiri gets a couple of orders from Kevin Olmstead. The question is, less than 2 outs, you can definitely bunt people over. Custer at second base, Ortiz at first. Got to be in motion though. Wind's starting to pick up just a tiny bit more on this Wednesday evening. I keep saying Saturday, I can't. 1-1. Gets the bunt, fouls it down at third base side, strike 2. And speaking of Saturday, there's a reason why I keep saying Saturday. There's a kids camp from 10 a.m. to noon here at the ballpark. Get a chance to learn from the Rogues players themselves. Get a chance to sign up on the Rogues social media pages. That's going to be a lot of fun. I might make an appearance. Who knows? Maybe that Saturday morning, be able to learn baseball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Swartz. Ground ball, pulled to the third base side. Good stab by the third baseman. Pulliam speeds to the bag and forces Custer out at third base. So that is the first out of the inning. So Sabastiri reaches on the fielder's choice. 2 on, 1 out. We are on the bottom of 7. Here is the Rogue shortstop, Trey Kotze. Medford 4, CCL Showcase 2 on this Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. And right now, head coach Kevin Olmstead calls a conference with Trey Kotze and Chris Ortiz. And Sabastiri huddles up. This pause the action is brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings and even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point, locally owned and operated and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. We are also brought to you by the Asa Pool Guy. Need to replace your vinyl pool liner? Call the Asa Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Runners at first and second, one out. We are in the bottom of 7. Here's Trey Kotze, the shortstop for the Rogues this evening. Trey Kotze 0 for 3 so far tonight, trying to get aboard in his first game in a Rogues uniform. The first baseman Dixon on the grass for the CCL showcase. Ortiz dancing around at second base. First pitch, breaking ball, finds the inside corner, strike one. Kotze flew out to Rominger, the right fielder, in the first. Grounded out to the second baseman, McLean, in the third. Grounded into a double play in the fifth. 4-6-3 Twin Killing. Strike one pitch. High chopper to the left side. Felt as the shortstop. Bobbles it as the pitcher, Schwartz, and that is a single to load the bases. So Kotze reaches on an E1. And the bases are juiced for the Rogues in the home half of inning number 7. And how about the response from the Rogues in this inning? Giving up a 2 spot in the top of the 7th. And right now, you have 1 run across. Bases loaded, less than 2 outs. And right now, the Rogues trying to capitalize on the misfortune of the CCL showcase. Here's the Rogues catcher, Evan Chadwick. Ortiz at third. Sabastiri at second base. Trey Kotze at first. First pitch. It's a ball, 1 ball, and no strikes. Chadwick tonight also 0 for 3 so far. And this is the part of the order that has struggled getting on base. But regardless, less than 2 outs. The game of baseball dictates, got to pop it up and drive in a run with a sac fly. Let's see how the Rogues handle this. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Fastball misses down and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Chadwick at the dish, grounded out to the third baseman Trigg in the second, struck out in the fourth. Grounded out to the shortstop Feltis in the fifth. Rogues covering all the bags. You definitely feel the Rogues are going to be in motion. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. 2-0, chopper, third base side, goes wide, strike one. Question is, if you're Medford, this is a big breakout inning. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch home. 2-1, chopper foul. Third base side will do it again. All right, it's strike 2. Count goes even now, but regardless, just definitely feel not if but when the offense and maybe even the avalanche runs can start to happen. You just got to get that. Got that 1 run across. Can you get more across? 2-2 home. Fastball misses down and out, and the count fills. Counts full, 3-2, and the pitch. 3-2, fouls it off. Right side will do it again. And the ball bounces into the parking lot and actually hits a car. Hits another car, so hits 2 cars. Hits a Dodge Ram and a SUV. And there's people running after the baseball out in the parking lot. Ortiz at third, Sabastiri at second, Kotze at first base. A 3-2 home again. 3-2 hits to the left side. In the left field it goes. 1 runs in. RBI single for Evan Chadwick. Welcome to the Medford Rogues. Evan Chadwick, a crucial RBI single, makes it a 2 spot in the inning, and it's a 5-2 lead for the Rogues. How about that hit by Evan Chadwick and a crucial hit with less than 2 outs? And that brings in the skipper, Ben Kruger, for the CCL showcase to have a conversation with his reliever. And you think about how the game has gone on so far. Medford has had its moments. And this game is very reminiscent of what we saw on Sunday. What I mean by that is the CCL showcase tacked on a couple of runs in the top of the 8th inning, but the Rogues answered back. And you heard from head coach Kevin Olmstead speak about that in our one-on-one conversation about how pleased he was about how the team this year did not falter and did not give up and say, hey, we got to find ways to tack more runs on. And so the bases, everybody moves around the base paths, 90 feet. So Sabastiri to third, Kotze to second base, Chadwick to first. Here's the third baseman for the Rogues, Nolan Donovan. Medford 5, CCL Showcase 2 on this Wednesday evening. Less than 2 outs. First pitch fastball misses outside, ball 1. Donovan tonight 2 for 3 at the dish. Waits for the 1-0 and the delivery. 1-0, fastball misses. Inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Donovan singled in the second, got the third base, was left stranded there. Singled in the fourth, got to second base, was stranded there as well. Ground out to the second baseman, McLean, in the sixth. 2-0, sprays it foul behind the dish. Strike 1. Sabastiri at third base, Kotze at second, Chadwick at first base. Huge inning right now for the Rogues, trying to pull away in game 1 of this 2-game set against the CCL Showcase. 2-1 from shorts. 2-1, fastball misses down and in, ball 3. Outfield starting to creep in a little bit for the CCL Showcase. Rasmussen, the center fielder, playing a couple of paces into left center. Middle infielder for the CCL Showcase definitely thinking of 2. 3-1. Misses inside, ball 4 for fastball. Donovan walks in a run, and it's a 3-spot put up by the Rogues offense. It's not been a pretty inning, but the Rogues get their third run across. Everybody moves 90 feet around the bases. And now, Nolan Donovan on a walk, an RBI walk, brings in the 9-hole hitter, the right fielder for the Rogues, Diego Grabiel. Medford leading 6-2 against the CCL Showcase, all with less than 2 outs. Rogues right now trying to capitalize and keep that offense moving, or as the saying goes, pass the bat along. And the Rogues have done that well so far tonight. 8th batter seen so far in this inning. First one. Fastball misses outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Grabiel this evening 0 for 3 so far, the Santa Cruz native. Trying to provide a little bit more offense. Trey Kotze at third base, Chadwick at second, Donovan at first. 1-0, misses outside again, 2 balls, no strikes. Grabiel in the second inning flew out to the left fielder Castro, lined out to Castro in the 4th to left field. Grounded out to Feltis, the shortstop, in the 6th. Head 2-0. 2-0, clips the outside corner. Fastball, 2 balls, 1 strike. CCL can definitely turn 2 to get out of the inning. Bases loaded. The 2-1. Hits down the air, right field, charging in as Rominger, the right fielder, going to make the one-hand grab, tagging from third and speeding towards home is Trey Kotze. He scores staying up, so a sac fly off the bat of Diego Grabiel plates the 4th run of the inning. And right now the Rogues offense, all systems go on this Wednesday evening. And right now Medford leads by 5-7-2. And think about this, 2 runs scored by the CCL Showcase in the top of this inning. Medford said, hey, hold on to my coffee. Let me show you how we get the offense moving once again. So we go back to the top of the order. The 9th batter to face Avery Swartz. Here's the Rogue second baseman, Travis Finney. Runners at the corners now. Medford 7, CCL Showcase 2. First pitch misses downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Travis Finney so far this evening 0 for 3 so far for walk. Struck out a pair of times in the 1st and in the 6th. Singled in the 2nd, drew a walk in the 4th. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. 1-0, clips the outside corner, strike 1. Travis Finney, who played for the CCL Showcase squad a couple of years ago, playing against his former teammates. The table setter for the Rogues, trying to keep the inning going to pass the bat along. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Runner goes 1-1. He's hit by the pitch. And Travis Finney takes first to load the bases once more.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 11, Jonathan Walsh.
So Jonathan Walsh sees Avery Schwartz for the second time tonight. And Ben Kruger has different ideas. He points to the bullpen. New pitcher in for the CCL showcase. Bases loaded, 1 out in the home half of inning number 7. This pitching change is brought to you by, and all season long, brought to you by KTVL 10 Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. We'll tell you who the new arm was when we come right back after this. Medford putting up a 4 spot currently in the home half of inning number 7. Medford 7, CCL Showcase 2. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3 and 4 bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. One out and the base is loaded in the home half of inning number 7. New pitcher in for the CCL showcase. It's Kane Hoffner in relief of the reliever Avery Schwartz. And this pitching change brought to you by KTVL 10 Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. And it is the righty getting his warm-up tosses in right now as we speak. From Central Washington, the Wildcat. From Granger, Washington, the righty with an ERA of 19.89. No wins, no losses, 5 appearances, 6 1/3 innings pitched. And in the spring, opposing batters hitting .457 against him, inherits bases loaded in the home half of inning number 7. If you're just now tuning in on the Rogue Streaming Network, the Rogues not only plating 1 run, but 4 runs in the home half of the 7th after giving up a 2 spot in the top of this inning. And for the second time in this inning, Jonathan Walsh leads off the inning. I know that Alex and Scout are listening back home in Tennessee, and as well as Kaylee King back in Memphis, Tennessee. Shout out to her listening tonight back in the Volunteer State. Medford leading 7-2 against the CCL Showcase, and the Rogues cover all the bags. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. All of 1 out, and you think about how the Rogues have capitalized this inning, very similar to what we saw on Sunday in that series finale against the Redmond Dudes. After the Dudes made it very interesting, the Rogues calmed the bats down with a couple of big runs to get it across the finish line in that series sweep on Sunday. Strike 1 pitch. Fastball misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Walsh 1 for 1 so far, taking over from Evan Saito. Singled and scored in this inning. You think about what this team has done so far. The 10th batter so far in this inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch from Hafner. Fastball clips the outside corner, strike 2. So you think about what happened. Jonathan Walsh singled and scored. Larson Custer drove him in on an RBI double. Was forced down at third base. Chris Ortiz drew a walk and scored. Sabastiri was on a fielder's choice and scored. Kotze reached on an error. RBI single for Evan Chadwick. A walk by Nolan Donovan. Drove in a run. A sac fly from Diego Grabiel. 1-2, curve it into right center field. Going back is Rasmussen trying to make the play, and he does make the one-hand grab for out number 2. So they are going to say that is going to be the final out of the inning. So it is a double play, but regardless, think about this, 4 runs come across for the Rogues, and the Medford bats back in it. Rogues lead 7-2 against CCL Showcase. 4 runs come across, and we played 7 in the Rogue Valley. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Bryan Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogues CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogues CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogues CN Medford Airport at roguescn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's a 7-2 lead for the Rogues against the CCL Showcase. Top half of inning number 8 from Harry and David Field. My name is Bryan Welch of the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And the top half of inning number 7. How about the CCL Showcase plating 2 runs? Rogues able to answer back, put up a 4 spot of themselves. And right now, the Rogues find a way to slow down this offense of the CCL Showcase in this inning. It's 5, 6, and 7 due up for the CCL Showcase. Catcher for the CCL Showcase, Aiden Burchard, leads off the inning, followed by Will Bond and Bobby Trigg. It's Hayden Kendrick still on the hill pitching for the Rogues. First offering home from the righty. First pitch hits that in the air, foul territory, first base side. Giving chase is the first baseman, Larson Custer. And it goes out of play onto the grass berm for a loud and long strike 1. Aiden Burchard so far this evening, 0 for 2 so far for walk. Settles in for his 4th at-bat of the night. Kendrick waits, and the strike 1 pitch. Fastball off into the bat, sharply hit right to Travis Finney on a hop at second base. The throw to first in time. Great recovery and a good job on that heads-up play by Travis Finney. 4-3 on the ground out. 1 down in the top of 8. Base is empty, 1 out. Here's the DH man for the CCL Showcase, Will Bond. 0 for 1 so far this evening. Medford leading 7-2 against CCL Showcase. Rogues right now trying to get another quick inning, and the Rogues have had a 1-2-3 inning back in the second. First offering for the righty. First pitch fastball misses outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Bond struck out in the 6th. Hits down the air, sky high into left field, tracking it down is Stavasteri. Stavasteri goes to his right, makes the one-hand grab for out number 2. 2 down in the top of 8. Bond flies out. 2 up and 2 down in the 8th inning. Here's the 7-hitter, Bobby Trigg. So it's Tristan Pulliam, I should say, who takes over from Trigg. So Pulliam works with that. Base is empty, 2 outs. The first pitch from Kendrick. Hits down the air, sky high into center field, tracking it down is Travis Finney with the one-hand grab, and he can't make the play, so it convenes in the middle of 3 Rogues, and Tristan Pulliam gets aboard with a bloop single to right center, and they are going to say officially that is a hit, so Pulliam singles to extend the inning. So a little bit of a miscommunication right there between 3 guys that have not played with each other. Travis Finney has not played with Jonathan Walsh and Diego Grabiel, and just dropped in the middle of that Rogues Bermuda triangle. But regardless, Medford right now has CCL showcases it has a base runner on, but the Rogues right now trying to quell that in this inning. Kendrick ready to go to work with a base runner at second base. Here's first baseman Diego Dixon. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. Dixon so far this evening, 0 for 2. Did reach on base in his last AB. Strike one pitch. High and tight, and he's hit by the pitch, is Dixon. On the fingers, he's slow to get up. So right now, the athletic trainer for the Rogues, Rob, makes sure he is okay. It looks like they're looking at the wrist at the moment. So after getting a ground out and a fly out, Kendrick has given up a single and a hit by a pitch. So 2 on and 2 outs in the top of 8. Medford leading 7-2 against the CCL Showcase. And right now, making sure Dixon is okay. They are looking at that wrist at the moment, and he takes his base. And now the Rogues fans giving him a round of applause. Takes off the ankle brace, takes off the protector, and he goes to first base. So a single off the bat of Pulliam, and now a hit by pitch by Dixon brings up the second baseman for the CCL Showcase, Nash McLean. So 2 on and 2 outs. We are in the top of 8. And this is a big at-bat right now. Rogues had the similar inning back in the 7th, where CCL Showcase scored 2 runs in the inning. Jonathan Walsh, the center fielder, playing way into left center for the Rogues. First offering, first pitch, misses outside, ball 1. McLean so far this evening had an RBI on the ground out, back in the 7th, hit by a pitch and walk. So he's reached on base twice. It was the early inning woes for the CCL Showcase, getting runners across. The dam finally busted in the 7th inning. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at first and second, and the pitch. 1-0, finds the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good fastball by Hayden Kendrick. You definitely can feel, just get that third and final out and head back to the dugout. One ball, 1 strike. Dancing around at second base is Pulliam. Throws it over to second base. Chases back the runner. Gets back to the bag safely. Still 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball misses upstairs, says the home plate umpire, Alex Chavez. And that's been a pitch that has not been called yet so far tonight. Rogues pitching staff has definitely gone to the well on that location so far. Infield playing deep. Travis Finney playing on the grass in right center. 2-1 pitch. Misses outside of ball 3. So the question is, in the bullpen starting to getting loose right now for the Rogues. Just got to get this game across the finish line. Three balls, 1 strike. The pitch, 3-1, misses outside of ball 4. McLean takes first, so that loads the bases with 2 outs. So Pulliam to third, Dixon to second, McLean to first, brings up the shortstop for the CCL Showcase, Will Feltus. And now Kendrick starting to feel a little bit of that adversity, all with 2 outs. This is a big inning right now for the CCL Showcase. If you're the Rogues offense, you're thinking, well, we got 4 runs across. The lead seems intact, but right now, CCL Showcase not going away quietly in this inning. First pitch. Fastball lasers in on the inside corner, strike 1. Feltus today, 1 for 3 with a walk. Strike 1 pitch. Breaking ball, pours in for a strike on the upper third. Quickly in the hole, 0-2 as Feltis flew out to Evan Saito, the center fielder in the first. Struck out in the third. Drew a walk in the fifth. Left stranded at first base. RBI single in the seventh. Was forced out at third base. Actually was caught stealing at third base. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 0-2 breaking ball. Cold strike 3 on the outside corner. How about that pitch? Hayden Kendrick gets out of the jam. A big-time play for Hayden Kendrick. How about that pitch? No runs. No runs, a hit, no errors, and the CCL Showcase leave the bases loaded. We head to the home half of inning number 8. Right after this, Larson Custer, Chris Ortiz, and Max Chavasteri due up for the Rogues on this Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Medford is still leading 7-2 against CCL Showcase. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of MedfordRogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3 and 4 bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Medford 7, CCL Showcase 2, home half of inning number 8 from Harry and David Field. Bryan Welch with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Rogues. Larson Custer leads off inning, followed by Chris Ortiz and Max Chavasteri. And right now the Rogues offense trying to keep the gas pedal pressed to 100% after a 4-run 7th inning. Right now, Rogues trying to put this game out of reach against CCL Showcase, and Larson Custer settles in for his 5th at-bat of the evening. First pitch misses down and low. 1 ball, no strikes. Custer today, RBI singled in the 5th. Got all the way to third base, was left stranded there. Struck out in the 2nd, tripled and scored in the 5th. 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Drove it had an RBI double in the 7th. He is 1 home run away from the cycle. Think about that. 2 balls, no strikes from Caden Hafner, the reliever for the CCL Showcase. 2-0. Fastball misses outside at 3 balls, no strikes. Three balls, no strikes. Fastball lasers in on the outside corner, strike 1. And think about this, Larson Custer having a night at the dish. A guy that's missing his trivia night. He's talking about his trivia night during batting practice. Guy who likes getting a Philly cheesesteak when doing the trivia night. 3-1 pitch. Fastball misses down and out, ball 4. Larson Custer takes first, leadoff walk for the Rogues. We are in the bottom half of inning number 8. 1 on, nobody out. Here's the Rogues DH man, Chris Ortiz. Medford leading 7-2 against CCL Showcase. And this is a big inning right now for the Rogues. After plating 4 runs in that home 7th, think about what the Rogues did. They scored 1 run in the home first. And since then, after they got 2 runs across in the 5th. And then the CCL Showcase answering back with 2 runs of their own. And the Rogues coming back, sending 10 guys to the dish, scoring 4 runs. Medium-sized lead for Larson Custer at first base. First offering home. First pitch, off speed, misses downstairs and out. 1 ball, no strikes. And think about what Chris Ortiz has done so far tonight. 0 for 1 so far, but has reached on base 3 times. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. 1-0, misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Ortiz drew a walk in the first, was left stranded at second base, flew out to the center fielder Rasmussen in the third. Walk and scored in the 5th and in the 7th inning. 2-0 from Hafner. Fastball misses down and in, ball 3. Max Sabasteri waits on deck for the Rogues on this pitcher-perfect Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. Wind is starting to calm down a bit. Middle infielders for the CCL Showcase definitely thinking of turning 2. 3-0 pitch finds the inside third, strike 1. Chris Ortiz looking at home plate umpire Alex Chavez saying, all right. Interesting call by Alex Chavez, but we continue. 3 balls, 1 strike. Throw over to first base, gets back to the bag at first is Larson Custer. And a good job by the first baseman Dixon to track that one down. Had to do a kind of a little 180 to get around, get that ball back. That he doesn't get that ball, it's definitely an extra base for Larson Custer. Right against right. 3-1 pitch. Fastball misses outside, ball 4. Chris Ortiz takes first. Back-to-back walks issued by the reliever Caden Hafner. So 2 on, nobody out. We are in the bottom of 8. Here is the left fielder for the Rogues, Max Sabasteri. Rogues leading 7-2 against CCL Showcase. Game 1 at 2 between these two programs. Game 2 tomorrow at 6:35 p.m. We'll get going at 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. And right now, this Rogue squad trying to put this one away. Definitely, you have a 5-run lead, but any lead is not safe. First pitch fastball misses down and in. Ball 1. Sabasteri so far this evening reached on base twice, struck out in the first, flew out to the center fielder Rasmussen in the third, singled in the 5th, advanced to second base. Was a part of that balk call. Got to second base with the balk. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored in that 4-run 7th inning. Runners at first and second, nobody out. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. 1-0, misses low. 2 balls, no strikes. Friday night is fireworks night. Saturday is Paint the Park Pink on Saturday for that middle game of that 3-game set against the Fresno A's. Hafner ready, and the 2-0. Off the end of the bat, slow roller toward third, gobbled up by Poem. The throw to first base, and the throw is in time. 5-3 on the ground out, advances the runners the second and third. So the first out recorded, but right now the Rogues have a big opportunity to capitalize. Runners 2 on, 1 out. Here's Trey Kotze, the shortstop for the Rogues. 7-2 Medford. We are in the home at half of inning number 8. Kotze so far this evening has reached on base once. He reached via an error in that 7th inning. Runners at second and third. Custer at third base, Ortiz at second. First pitch, swing and a foul down that first base side. Strike 1. Kotze, the San Diego native, going to go to Princeton University in the fall. Will be studying economics. Great conversation with him during batting practice today. Talking about his high school season down in the San Diego area. Strike 1 pitch. Has to lean out of the way of that one. Up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kotze flew out to the right fielder Rominger in the first. Grounded out at the second base. McLean in the third. Grounded into a double play. A 4.63 20 killing in the 5th. Reached on an error and scored in the 7th. 1-1. Cues it foul to the right side. Goes over the net. Strike 2.
That one's just a bit foul.
Runners at second and third. Custer at third base. Chris Ortiz at second. The 1-2 escapes away from the catcher Burchard. And scoring from third is Larson Custer. And the Rogues make it a 6-run lead, 8-2 Medford. How about that play? And right now the Rogues capitalize once again. This team not afraid, and they find a way to make it hurt. 8-2 Rogues in the home eighth. The count goes square 2-2 to Trey Kotze. Ortiz at third base. Two and two. Swing and a miss, strike three on the slider. Kotze down on strikes. The second out is recorded this evening in the inning. So 1 on and 2 outs. We are on the bottom of 8. Here's the catcher, Evan Chadwick, for the Rogues. Medford leading by 6, 8-2 against the CCL Showcase. And right now, if you're the Rogues, you like the offensive output. 4 runs in the home half of inning number 7, 1 run across in this inning. So 5 runs in 2 innings, not bad, but you definitely want more if you're Kevin Olmsted and company. First offering. Breaking ball misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Hillsburg wins 18-1 against the Concord Zephyrs. Currently at the Arcata Ballpark, it's a 12-3 lead for the Humboldt Crabs against the Fresno A's. The A's come to town on Friday for the start of a 3-game set. 1-0, misses up and in, ball 2. That'll be a fun homecoming because I used to work for the Fresno A's for 3 years. Talk about some of my favorite memories. It actually involves the Rogues, ironically. Ortiz at third base. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. Slider misses down and out. Ball 3. Chadwick today has reached on base once. RBI single in the 7th. Struck out in the 4th. Grounded out to the shortstop Feltis in the 5th. Grounded out to the third baseman Trigg in the 2nd. 3-0 from Hafner. Fastball lasers in. Strike 1. Just a beautiful sunset right now, just beyond left field. Three and 1. Fastball, line drive, left field. That drops in front of the left fielder. Castro drives in a run. Evan Chadwick with his second RBI of the evening. Gets his second single of the night. RBI single makes it a 2-spot in the inning, and it's a 9-2 lead for Medford. So Medford 9, CCL Showcase 2. So 2 runs across in this inning. Here's the lefty, Nolan Donovan for the Rogues, the third baseman. First offering, fastball misses outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Donovan so far this evening, 2 for 3 with a walk and an RBI. Throw over to first base, chases back the runner. One out. Off speed, misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Donovan singled in the 2nd, singled in the 4th. Small lead for Chadwick at first base. Donovan ready. And the 2-0 pitch. Quick throw over to first base. Chases back. Chadwick gets back to the bag safely. So with a head first slide. This has just been this type of evening right now. The Rogues have had their offense. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0. Finds the bottom third. Strike 1. 2-1. Breaking ball. Cole goes in for in the inside corner, strike 2. Now Deuces Wild in the home 8th. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. 2-2, hits it in the air, foul down that left field line. We'll do it again, still 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's a 9-2 lead right now for the Rogues. Small lead at first base for Chadwick. Dixon, the first baseman, holding the runner. Second baseman McLean playing on the lip in right center. Deuces Wild, and the pitch. 2-2, fastball, fouls it off to the screen. We'll do it again. This is probably one of the best times to watch baseball and listen to it. Sun already set, lights are on at the ballpark. Just a perfect facade and a perfect postcard memory. 2 balls and 2 strikes, Deuces Wild and Nolan Donovan. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. 2-2, misses inside, and the count fills. This has been an inning that the Rogues have scored twice, 2 runs on 1 hit so far. 6 runs in 2 innings, 4 in the 7th, currently 2 in the 8th. Donovan trying to extend the inning to pass the bat to Diego Grabiel. He waits on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Throw to first base, head for a slide. Ball gets past the first baseman Dixon, and Evan Chadwick advances to second base. So an error recorded in the inning. And the Rogues right now back in business once again. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes to Nolan Donovan. Kevin Olmstead's probably been happy about how this team has played so far this evening. 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 error so far in the frame. Stars and Stripes blowing softly, probably 2 to 5 miles per hour into the ballpark. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Hafner. 3-2, misses downstairs, ball 4. Donovan takes first, and a 2-out base runner on for the Rogues. So you think about this, 3rd walk issued so far in this inning for the reliever Caden Hefner. So 2 on, 2 outs. Here's the 9-hitter, the right fielder for the Rogues, Diego Grabiel. Medford 9, CCL Showcase 2. And right now, Medford trying to tack on another run in this inning. Trying to make this, trying to pull away. They're definitely pulling away. It's a touchdown lead, but regardless, any lead is not safe. Grabiel, the Santa Cruz native, settles in. First pitch. Fastball misses outside. 1-0. The Cabrillo College Seahawk. Did a game at Cabrillo College in the fall. Probably the chilliest time I've ever called a game. 1 ball, no strikes. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Runners at first and second. Chadwick at second base. Donovan at first base. Rasmussen, the center fielder for the CCL Showcase, playing a couple of steps into left center. 2-0 pitch. Fastball misses outside to ball 3. 1 run in the first, 2 runs in the 5th, 4 runs in the 7th, currently 2 runs in the 8th. Diego Grabiel settles back in. Hafner ready. And fires the 3-0 home. Fastball outside, ball 4, and the bases are juiced. So Chadwick the third, Donovan to second base, Grabiel takes first. Bases loaded. Here's the Rogue second baseman, Travis Finney. This has been a familiar sight so far tonight, and Ben Kruger calls time and talks with his reliever Hafner. Has not been the evening so far for the pitching staff for the CCL Showcase. Technically, 5 arms used so far tonight. Landon Taylor got the start. Graham, Warner, McGee, in relief. Drew Marino got an appearance as well. Avery Swartz and Caden Hafner. And this is a conversation between the catcher, pitcher, and the coach. This pause the action brought to you by Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings, even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point, locally owned and operated, and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard quickly. 18-1, the final. Hillsburg takes care of business of Concord, and currently in the top half of inning number 6, it's a 12-3 lead for the Humboldt Crabs. Actually, my apologies, a 12-5 lead in the top half of inning number 6. The Fresno A's last night getting shut out. So they got 5 runs already in the series so far, even tonight. Runners at bases loaded. First pitch misses inside at 1 ball, no strikes. Travis Finney gets his 5th at-bat of the evening. Actually, my apologies, the 6th at-bat has reached on base 3 times so far. Travis Finney, the table sitter for the Rogues, trying to provide a little bit more offense. 1-0. Chopper, third base side, and it just goes left of the line, foul. Strike 1. But a lot of faces, new faces in this lineup for the Rogues tonight. Travis, familiar with everybody in the Rogue Valley, but with Sabasteri, Kotze, Chadwick. 1 ball, 1 strike. Takes a deep breath as Hafner in the pitch. 1-1. Cues it foul. Third base side, strike 2. A lot of excitement about this team. Third week of the regular season, playing 5 games, 2 games against the CCL Showcase, 3 games against the Fresno A's. And right now you like what this Rogue squad is able to do. Not just with the pitching staff, but able to respond once you get punched in the mouth, i.e. in the 7th inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. 1-2. Called strike 3 on the inside corner with the breaking ball. And the inning comes to a close. 2 runs do come across on 1 hit. And the Rogues leave the bases loaded for the 2nd time this evening. We've played 8 in the Rogue Valley. Medford leading 9-2 against the CCL Showcase. Last call for the CCL Showcase, and we come right back after this. More after this from the Rogue Valley on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
Last call for the CCL Showcase in the top half of inning number 9. New pitcher in for the Medford Rogues. It is Des Rouse in relief of Hayden Kendrick, and this pitching change is brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Inning and a third for Hayden Kendrick on the hill tonight in relief. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 6th pitcher used so far. And you never know who will join you in the press box. A cricket just landed on my lap. So a cricket just landed on my lap in the press box. Top half of inning number 9, 2, 3, and 4 due up for the CCL Showcase. The CCL Showcase's center fielder Ty Rasmussen leads off the inning, followed by Caden Castro and Jonathan Rominger. And 2, 3, and 4 in the CCL Showcase batting order. And this has been a CCL Showcase that has only scored 2 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors, but regardless, put a scare in the Rogues in the top half of the 7th. First pitch finds the inside third, strike 1 of a fastball. No balls, 1 strike. Rasmussen so far this evening, 0 for 3 so far off a walk. Has provided a little bit of that offense. That strike 1 pitch finds the inside corner, strike 2. And quickly in the hole, 0-2 is Rasmussen. Infield playing deep around the horn for the Rogues. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Rasmussen down on strikes, 1 down, 2 to go. In the top half of inning number 9, and a nice strikeout for Des Rouse. His first batter he sees, he strikes him out. 1 out and the base is empty. Here's the CCL Showcase's left fielder, Caden Castro. We are on the top of 9. It's a touchdown lead for the Rogues, 9-2 against CCL Showcase. And right now, this Rogue squad on the ground. First pitch, turns away from it, is Castro. Ball 1 up and in. But regardless, you like the intensity the Rogues brought tonight. 1-0. Misses up and in, almost blows right past Castro. Strike 2. Had to turn away from that one once again. Still ahead, 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 pitch. Clips the inside corner, strike 1. Good fastball by Des Rouse. Des Rouse this season for the Rogues. 2 games so far, 3 innings on the hill, 3 hits, 1 run. Has 5 strikeouts, makes it 6. Ground ball right to him. Des underhands it over to first base in time for out number 2. 1-3 on the ground out, 2 outs, and the base is empty. And the CCL Showcase are down to their final out. And the final hope for the CCL Showcase is their right fielder, Jonathan Rominger. Medford 9, CCL Showcase 2. We are on the top of the 9th. Stay tuned for the Rogues postgame show. We get a chance to listen to the highlights, pick our player of the game, and get you ready for tomorrow. So Grayson Pitchard takes over. Hits it right side. That's going to be a line drive right to Larson Custer. And the game comes to a close. And Medford takes game 1, 9-2 against the CCL Showcase. Medford wins on 9 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error. CCL Showcase on 2 runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors. Medford improves to 7-1 in this 2026 campaign. They keep their 7-game winning streak alive, and the CCL Showcase drops to 2-2 in this 2026 season. Hope you can stay tuned for the Rogues postgame show. That's coming up right after the break. Medford wins on this Wednesday evening, and they take game 1, 9-2 the final against the CCL Showcase. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of MedfordRogues baseball. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of MedfordRogues baseball. Rogues CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of MedfordRogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogues CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogues CN Medford Airport at roguescn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier life plan community.
It is a happy night at the ballpark. Medford takes game one of the two-game set against CCL Showcase, 9 to the final. Hi, everybody. My name is Bryan Welch, the Rogues Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And welcome to the Rogues post-game show. Man, the Rogues offense looked pretty strong throughout the whole entire evening. And the Rogues right now are on a 7-game winning streak. And they take game one, 9-2 against the CCL Showcase. Final line score for the Rogues. Take a look at the highlights. 9 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for the Rogues. 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for the CCL Showcase. Top half of inning number 1 for the CCL Showcase. It was Evan Roden who got the start. It got the first 2 outs, gave up a single from Castro, but got Rominger to fly out to center field. So Sabastari got the out from in left field. Home half inning number 1. How about the Rogues offense? Not wasting any time. Travis Finney struck out to lead off the home first. Evan Saito got aboard of a single, and Larson Custer found a way to get the first run across on this Wednesday evening.
That 3 balls and a strike to Larson. 3-1 line drive off the glove of the second baseman McLean, and Larson Custer drives in Evan Saito. RBI single, and the Rogues strike first. 1-0 Medford.
And it was a 1-0 lead after the first inning, top half of inning number 2. Evan Roden was in his groove on the pump, going in 1-2-3 in the batting order against the CCL Showcase. Home half of inning number 2. Rogues had the bases loaded, but they left them loaded in the top half of inning number 3. It was CCL Showcase who had a base runner on at second base. That was Nash McLean, but he was left on at second base. And crucial, it got a strikeout and a ground out. Close the book on the top half of inning number 3. Rogues went in order 1-2-3 in the home half of inning number 3. Top half of inning number 4, it was Evan Roden who gave up a single, but found a way to get a couple of flyouts from Burchard and with Tate Stearns. In the home half of inning number 4, Larson Custer got a huge triple and then a walk by Chris Ortiz and got a couple of runs across. 2 runs came across in the home half of inning number 5, and it was a 3-0 lead for the Rogues in the top half of inning number 5. Will Salahar took over the reins as the reliever for the Rogues. Only had 1 inning on the hill, got the first 2 outs of the inning with a ground out and a pop out. Hit the batter of McLean. Will Feltus drew a walk. And Ty Rasmussen had it was a big play to close the book on the inning.
Payoff pitch home. Runner goes. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. How about that for Will Salahar facing adversity and blows right past Rasmussen with a huge strikeout. His first strikeout of the afternoon and evening. And the side is retired.
And how about that pitch by Will Salahar to close the book on the top half of inning number 5? Actually, my apologies. Yeah, that was in the top half of that, in that 5th inning. Top half of inning number 6. Pair of strikeouts for Wyatt Green. Looked pretty strong on the hill. Bottom half of inning number 6. Rogues went in order 1, 2, 3. This is where it gets very interesting. It's the CCL Showcase squad getting 2 runs across in the top half of inning number 7, and very similar to what we saw on that Sunday afternoon against the Redmond Dudes. Rogues did not waver, and they get a 4 spot in the home half of inning number 7. How about Larson Custer having a great night at the dish, especially with this hit on this Friday afternoon, on this Wednesday evening, I should say.
One ball, no strikes, and the pitch. 1-0, hits it in the air, left field, drifting back is Castro. That ball's going to carry over and goes over his head. Rounding third, racing towards home is Walsh. He scores standing up. RBI double for Larson Custer.
And think about this, Larson Custer was a home run away from the cycle tonight at Harry and David Field. The Rogues had an opportunity, not one, but they had 4 runs come across. How about this RBI single from Evan Chadwick in his Medford Rogues debut?
Tees at third, Sabasteri at second, Kotze at first base, the 3-2 home again. 3-2 hits to the left side, in the left field it goes. 1 runs in. RBI single for Evan Chadwick. Welcome to the Medford Rogues. Evan Chadwick, a crucial RBI single, makes it a 2 spot in the inning, and it's a 5-2 lead for the Rogues.
And that was a big hit off the bat for Evan Chadwick in his Medford Rogues debut. 4 runs came across in the home half of inning number 7, top half of inning number 8. Rogues were facing some adversity as well. The CCL Showcase loaded the bases, and they left them loaded in the top half of inning number 8. In the home half of the 8th, the Rogues plated 2 runs in the inning. And in the top half of inning number 9, Des Rouse gets the opportunity to shut the door on the CCL Showcase. Again, he sends the CCL Showcase in order 1, 2, 3 to close the book on the night and the game 1 of the set. Medford takes game 1 of this 2-game set, 9-2 the final. Rogues improved to 7-1 in this 2026 campaign. CCL Showcase drops to 2-2. Both teams, same station, same time, 6:35 first pitch. We get going at 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. It's now time to pick our player of the game. And the question is, it's kind of obvious. We talked about it in the highlights. How about Larson Custer tonight? A home run away from the cycle, had a single, a triple, and a double in the night. And he found a way to keep the offense moving. And also, he was that spark plug to move the offense along throughout the whole entire evening. So Larson Custer is our player of the game for game 1 of this 2-game set against the CCL Showcase. And the Rogues right now on a 7-game winning streak, a 9-2 victory against the CCL Showcase. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard before we go on this Wednesday evening in the Rogue Valley. A couple of games have gone final already. As the iPad loads up right now as we speak, Healdsburg takes care of business. The Concord Zephyrs 18-1. Currently in the bottom half of inning number 6 at the Arcata Ballpark. Humboldt leading 16-5 against the Fresno A's. And also, we got the score in from the West Coast Kings. The Stockton Pearls take care of business 9-5 against the West Coast Kings. We saw the Stockton Pearls last season, and that was a very fun series at Harry and David Field. But the Stockton Pearls beat the West Coast Kings. Tomorrow's broadcast at 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show, and it is a first pitch at 6:35 p.m. Medford and the CCL Showcase final meeting of this 2-game set, and more importantly, it is going to be it's a Thursday night, so Thursday at the ballpark, so come and join us. And don't forget to get your tickets for the fireworks night, second fireworks show of 2026 this Friday. It'll be a 6:35 first pitch, 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Don't forget to get your tickets because they're starting to sell out right now. Get your tickets at MedfordRoguesBaseball.simpletix.com. And we'll see you for the fireworks show on Friday, but we'll also see you tomorrow at the ballpark for the final game of the 2-game set against the CCL Showcase. Also, before we go, a little bit of housekeeping. Don't forget to sign up the kiddos for the kids camp on Saturday from 10 a.m. to noon here at Harry and David Field. Get a chance to meet the Rogues and get a chance to learn a little bit about baseball and get a chance to be a part of the camp. Don't forget to sign up on the social media pages for that. That's going to be a lot of fun to see how many kiddos we're going to have at the ballpark on Saturday. And also, don't forget, Saturday night is Paint the Park Pink Night. The Rogues are going to be wearing those pink jerseys on Saturday evening. Also, before I go, I know I have another also, don't forget we're going to have Plank Talk live from Ferment and Fire in Central Point. Our guests are to be determined, but we'll be live from 4:30 to 5:30 on Monday. Apologies for our technical difficulties on Monday night at Chadwick's, but regardless, we'll be at Ferment and Fire next week for the next 2 weeks, and we'll be down the road at the Foodery for the last Monday in June, and then for the first 2 Mondays in July. But regardless, we're going to have Plank Talk for you live from an establishment in the Rogue Valley. But that'll wrap it up for Game 1 of this 2-game set on this Wednesday evening. Medford takes Game 1 9-2 against the CCL Showcase. We'll see you tomorrow at 6:15 for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. But for everyone that has put this broadcast together, Bryan Welch saying goodbye. Have a good evening. Repeating the final score from Harry and David Field. Medford takes Game 1 at 9-2 the final against the CCL Showcase. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching and listening to Rogues Baseball on the Rogue Streaming Network. So long from the Rogue Valley.